comrades, today is August 5, 2025, and the current time is 8:28 p.m. As part of a health experiment initiated by Medica, all oils used in cooking in all canteens and cafeterias are temporarily mandated to become turducken fat. Results will be posted eventually. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Oh, why are we in the void? Turducken. Have you never heard of a turducken before? Basically, if you've never heard of a turducken is an abomination turkey, chicken, duck creature that exists. That it's not real, but it's basically a thing that I believe was in a recipe book or by some big-time TV personality. Yeah. No, but no, trust me, we're gonna combine all that turducken fat into delicious turducken fat fries, and you're gonna love it, trust me. Turkey fat mixed with duck fat mixed with chicken fat, it'll be the most birdiest bird chicken fries you've ever had. Anyways, comrades, good evening. If I sound a little dead, it's because I have had very little sleep. I did not take a nap. I am basically functioning on a bit of caffeine, and I was also busy with being thrown around a lot today and throwing people, and so I am somehow functioning barely today. But hopefully we can at least continue our magical adventures out here in space, because we have to. Things need to be done, and we're going to do exactly what we have to do up here in Espace. The usual, essentially, that we try to accomplish out here. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? Hi, Magmar and Kefir and Zeoposer and Ray. Congrats to Ray for being first. Yeah, I am quite sleepy, but I'm going to try my best to stay awake and be alive for stream. If you want, there's also this other stream that you should totally keep open to help me game L algorithm. So yeah, it'll be fun times, I think, wouldn't you say? Anyways, today our goal is we have to crack open this cold one, and by cold one I mean we need to crack open this thing. There is these ancient crypto soup caskets we haven't cracked open yet. And oh, is it not linking? What happened? Did the bot die? Oh jeez. Nightbot, please. I think Nightbot died. Oh my god, did Nightbot actually die? Hold on. I guess Nightbot exploded. Oh, never mind. Hello, Nightbot-kun. It's back. It returned. Hello. But anyways, hello, Kefir on the other side of the world. I see you there too. Glad people are keeping that open. I want to... I remember, so it's really funny. So last time I was using, we're streaming on YouTube for a while, right? We've been streaming on YouTube for like a little over a month now. Remember how I was saying that last week the viewership count had spiked for some reason to 200 on the stream? I actually was curious to see if that would count for the earnings requirement. So in order to earn money on YouTube, you need to have a certain amount of watch hours. Apparently, it did count. Every single one of them. Because I checked this morning and I suddenly had jumped up to like, let's just say I'm almost 50% of the way there already, except I don't have enough subscribers on YouTube, which is a different problem on its own. Also, hi Zoingo, how are you, Kilmred? Anyways, we're just gonna nice, chill, relaxing RimWorld stream where we try to maybe commit some crimes as we expand and dismantle, well, everything that's basically here because we need all the materials anyways. We are desperate for materials. And we're gonna do whatever it takes. I think we've gotten basically everything that matters for the most part. So I don't think we really need to stay here much longer. I think all we're gonna do realistically is crack open the shelves for materials, and then we'll crack open these fine crypto sleep caskets and see what's inside, because these are basically loot pinatas, and I want to know what kind of loot is sitting inside of there. You might also notice that we do have a decent amount of steel right now, but we are running out of we do need more plasteel. We will go into the surface soon, and unfortunately burning our plasteel to make more advanced components, which is, you know, a normal thing to do. But unfortunately, our colony does consume a lot of random resources, such as plasteel, that we need more of, and so that's going to be our plan. So let's make this preferred. This one should be important, higher importance, because it's basically gold, component steel, advanced components, and plasteel. And we've been slowly trying to upgrade our dear comrade's body parts, replacing with what's been lost. For example, I know Greywind, we just got a new leg on him. Z-Poser's probably gonna need a new eye. Steve here probably needs a new eye at some point. Ray needs a new leg, so I think we were in the middle of crafting one. In fact, we already got it, so let's put that on Ray now. So let's operate on Ray, install a brand new left leg. There we go. More importantly, we are now able to make undersuits, so we're slowly trying to flip everyone over to undersuits that we have been manufacturing here. Now, unfortunately, manufacturing this is kind of slow. I can't make this go any faster. I believe these actually are not affected by workbenches, which is a little unfortunate, so I can't make it go any faster. It's just whoever's standing here better be really dang good at crafting things. That's essentially the only thing we can do. Anyways, let's go grab some people. Hi, Marksman, how are you? Let's go grab Bagmar, Marksman, Kefir, Arani, Athiana, and John RimWorld. Alright, we're gonna have them crack open this bad boy. Let's get everyone ready to deal with this little problem here. I think the way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna have John RimWorld throw, let's see here, let's go right here. If we can all shoot inside. Let's all have Magmar and Marksman on the other side. I think that way we can fire from multiple angles. Okay. Ready? Let's crack it open. It's safer to just fire from afar. Okay, so these guys do have some armor, marine armor, and other things. Now, thankfully, we are up close, so we'll be able to gun them down before they can react, hopefully. That one's on Go Juice. That's fine. Ah, he's trying to run away. You can't run away that fast. There we go. Anyways, how are all of you doing? Hopefully you all had a fun day. Like I said, I had 2 hot dogs before I started stream, so that's essentially all I'm using to function as a normal human being today. Probably enough, I hope. But we'll see. Let's also grab all this material. We can dismantle this, and what do we have in the corpse here? Take that. Don't need the weapon. Take that, and take that, and then I think we take the plasteel, and that's about it. We're surprised it barely did anything. It's not always a fun day. It's always fun when you have to quote unquote work, but then you don't really have to work. You're just kind of chilling there and vibing. And maybe you do a little bit of work to make it seem like you're not completely being lazy. Okay. So there's our first undersuit, which we now need to make a lot of those. Thankfully, we have very dedicated pawns that will work on it. It's just going to take a while. So let's put our drug lab here. Okay, I think this looks pretty solid. It's just going to take a while. What is the 3D printer you have again? I keep forgetting. I've been looking at 3D printers again because I keep telling myself I should buy one of these, but I've not actually gotten around to buying one of these 3D printers. I want to. I truly desire to buy a 3D printer eventually. I just have not had an opportunity to grab one. I've been looking at the Bamboo Lab, but I know the Bamboo Lab had that whole drama about not being allowed to use third-party slicers. You had to use their special slicer, or else everything was going to break in half or something. Let's crack these open. I didn't realize there was scrap here. Let's get modulated shield, so you can fire your guns through those. Let's also open this. You're already here. Crack this one open. Perfect. What else do we need here? Is there a point to cracking through this? Probably not, right? I don't think there'd be treasure in here. Probably not. I want Riston to grab this grenade launcher as a sidearm. What do I want to print? Honestly, I'm mostly printing board gaming accessories. Yeah, like I would probably get an extrusion printer. I thought about getting like a resin printer, but I don't think I need a resin printer for like minis. I would just use it primarily for like crafting board game accessories that I don't want to have to buy off of Etsy for like $50 when I could just print it at home and be like, this is to store all of my parts for Spirit Island. This thing is to store all of my parts for Scythe. You know, things like that. Because I like having my board games organized in the original box. So that's kind of why. I want to keep it organized in the OG containers. Oh, that makes sense. That's kind of how... It's just how I operate with board games. I don't think I care about anything these other people have. I want Marksman to quickly grab this grenade launcher. You can have a sidearm of a grenade launcher. Alright, so who's going to put on this undersuit? Oh, someone already took it. Who took it? Who took the undersuit? Okay, so Marksman took the undersuit. Okay. So Marksman is now incredibly well protected. Now we just have to make a lot of these. And they're giving you so much headache. What do you mean? What's the issue that you're having with the Creality, or the extrusion upgrade? Marksman's having a food binge, unfortunately. I think we can get out of here. I think we got everything we need. I don't really care about getting rid of the transport pods. I guess we could probably take the TV. I don't know where I would put a TV, though. I guess we just dismantle the TV. They don't need a TV up in space. Not yet. Not yet. Hello, Alex. How are you doing, comrade? How goes your Star Sector modding. Hope your Star Sector modding's been going pretty good. I already dismantled it, too late. It's 8 components. Listen, 8 components is worth more to me than a TV. Oh, I can't store the components. I am out of component storage space, apparently. Okay, let's crack open a few more corpses. Cinema? Does that mean you're making some pretty good progress on the mod itself? Are we getting new chapters in the saga of Ava and company? Okay, I think we can go back to the surface now that I've acquired what I'm looking... Oh. We have enough Vaxstone to last us a while, right? Oh, I wanted to go to the... I think I wanted to go to the gold planet, right? I think we have enough. Let's see, as long as Marksman's on the ship, I think we can go to the other side for now. Slower than one you had previously. Oh, okay, gotcha. That sounds really unfortunate, actually, yeah. Okay, grab that steel, and I think we're just gonna get out of here. We're gonna saunter on over to the gold asteroid, because I kind of want to see what's on there. And I think that'll be a good spot for us to spend some time to just craft and expand a bit. We have enough food, I think, to last us some time, so let's go saunter on over. Actually, wait, we can have Aurora do this. That's right. All right, Aurora, send us over to the gold ore. Uranium ore or gold? I think I want the gold ore. That's fine. Okay, so only over. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Side content for now, so probably next year. Okay, so we're getting side content. Okay. Interesting. So I need to replace the hot end for your Prusa. Prusa's the German one, right? Because I know Bamboo is, I think, Chinese, and Prusa, I think I heard is like the German brand or something. I know my local Micro Center sells things like 3D printers like Realities, and I thought about picking one up, but I ultimately never did. Where do I even land this thing? I think this is probably fine. I swear I bet you I'm not gonna find any gold on this. Oh, it's Czech? Really? I didn't realize that Czech had their own 3D printer brands. That's interesting. They've advanced so much. Can I keep making fun of them for being balkanized? Is that a thing, or am I not allowed to do that anymore now that I've managed to make decent printers? Okay, there's nothing in there. There's barely anything on this map. Alright, let's just do the usual. Let's just crack open this thing and see what we can find. If we find actual parts, if we find actual gold, I'll be kind of impressed, but I'm not holding my breath here. I know how this works. I actually had a friend who was like, yeah, apparently the Czech are onto something. Oh, there's actually a vacuum too, so there's not really a point to that area being there. Anyways, hopefully our miners will be able to slap things out. Why is the opposer dying? Oh, he's got a life-threatening infection. He just barely managed to get past it though, so he's okay. Alright, so that's fine. Infection goes away over time. Who else is dying that I need to pay attention to? So Ronnie has Go Frenzy, that's okay. Infection bad. Okay, I think everyone's okay except for Marksman. I think everyone's starting to have mental breaks because they've been dirty. They haven't had a chance to shower in some time. Also, Steve needs needs a broad. What is a broad wrap? I thought I didn't have. Okay, hold on. I don't want specialized gear. I wish there was a mod that I could pick additional gear for required apparel, but unfortunately there's not, so I'm just getting rid of that. That's annoying. Don't want to deal with it. I'd just rather not. We have enough food to last us for a while. We have enough leathers. We're making all the pants and shirts that we could possibly need, so we can sell them in the future. Riston's out here making more undersuits. How many undersuits are we at now? I think that's the second one, right? Oh, we made a Seraph one. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's Alana's, right? Okay. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to make specialized gear sets, although I probably should for people. I'm just a little lazy. Maybe we will at a later point, but we got to make sure we have all this figured out first. What mod am I using for undersuits? We're using eccentric technology combat outfit. I can't remember what the specific name of the mod is, but it's Alana's mod. It has technically space made outfits, but I think for this run we're just going to use the undersuits. And then future, it's Angel apparel specifically. It's this one. I think specifically for this one, we're just using the undersuits. We'll use the marine armor for the main outfit for the exterior, because I think it looks a little more, appropriate for this run. I don't think we need an army of space maids running about. I don't think that's the theme for this colony. Major break risk. Athenia's having mental break. Oh, hypothermia. Okay, let's get... Athena does go to combat, right? Okay, let's have... Give it to Athena. That way, she doesn't die of hypothermia. Because some people pawns actually don't have enough gear underneath their stuff. Okay, so we need a stomach for Athena. Which is pretty rough. Okay, let's do a few more. Because the aerial suits are combat suits, right? Yes, okay. So basically everyone but Steve will get them. I believe Steve will get a different one. And that should be okay. Risten's a fantastic crafter, by the way. God tier, so that's fine. Otherwise, everyone's just gonna keep slapping this down. If we find gold, I'll be happy. If not, whatever. We just carry on. I don't think there's anything else on here. Transport pod has nothing. There is somehow some gooseberry landed here, which is also strange. And beyond that, yeah, it's just nothing else. Vaxstone is very bland and boring. We can turn it into bricks if we really wanted to, but we've already done that a bajillion times, so there's not else to do with that. We'll probably sell off all this other stuff, and holy cow, how did I get so many vac suits? I don't know how we ended up with 12 vac suits. Oh! Right, because once they put on the armor, they take off the vac suits. I guess that makes sense, right? Because they... Once the gear's been washed, they swap it out. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Perfect. Got it. Alright, we may need to actually figure out how to properly allocate armor. If we're running around with a mix of vac suits and recon suits and all that other jazz. I know Bashies is also starting to wear down, but you know what? It's fine. I can't believe Bashies also addicted to Luciferium, so we do need to watch out for that. Somehow you'll live... I mean, look, our ship is getting pretty big. Don't you like it, Ron? It's nice, it's chunky, it's got options for defense, it's symmetrical, kind of. You know, it's got the hallmarks of a proper spacecraft, I would say. Disregard anything about, like, ship testicles, and it's fine. It's fine. Also, holy cow, these things eat up a lot of plasteel. I am burning through so much plasteel. We better find another plasteel node on the surface, because we're gonna need it. Okay, so we can either go to this platform, or we can go over and dig out some plasteel, that lump over there, which is probably what we're gonna do. We're probably just gonna hit these lumps. Try to get those out of the way. Actually, oh, I didn't think about using Vaxstone for sculptures. That's actually a fairly good point. I might need to try that. Are any of these restocked? This one... Okay, we might send a trade ship down. Let's send a trade ship down to the surface. I think we can do it. Alright, let's load up. What do we not need? Alright, so I'm gonna send in Alana, because she's got inspired trade, and we'll send in... I think Zeopos are usually the other one. We'll send them in with all of our excess leathers. And... probably the poor vac suits. And the excess clothes that we no longer require. And that should be, I think, enough to buy whatever we need. And the PLOs, we don't need them. Definitely don't need the steel spear. Hold on to the knives. Get rid of the ironwood. And I think that's all we send them down with. I'm sending them down with the gooseberry. We don't need the gooseberry. Send them in with all the silver. No, we need the silver here. Alright. I know, that's the thing is, like, using... A lot of our production needs plasteel. Turns out, good armor needs plasteel. Repairing armor requires plasteel. Vac suits require plasteel. Organs require plasteel. Everything in this game just wants more plasteel, which is why we have a long-range mineral scanner that hunts down plasteel for us, and we're able to utilize that when appropriate. So that's what we're doing. Man, I love how this looks. I love this look. This temple room is such a vibe. It's so beautiful. Anyways, let's do a research project. What are we researching? IEDs. Box infiltrate beam weapons. Actually, we can get eccentric weapons if we wanted to. Layered shield generators. High energy shield cores. Miniaturize. Oh, this one gets us. Here we go. This one gets us machine guns and other stuff. All right, we'll do this one. I think that'll be fine. Don't you just love it though? Look at how beautiful this is. Also, was there what other tech was that? Plasma confinement. Allows us to make TFG modules, which we don't really need. This one makes us miniature sidearms like pistols and other stuff. it's got some cool stuff in there. I like the aesthetic of it, so that's why we use it a lot. I don't know if we're gonna find any gold on here. Probably not. Oh, we did. Oh, okay, we found some gold ore. Fantastic. It's not a lot. Okay. All right. Also, let's load in a little bit of chem fuel here. I just realized we might need an extra 200 to come back, because I know you can land. Let's just make sure we have extra fuel to go. Who's gonna send the fuel in? Okay, have Ronnie load the fuel up. Now. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna land down here. We have not visited Quarabad yet, and let's trade with them. Basically, we're gonna see if we can acquire more plasteel by selling off excess things that we don't need. They have no plasteel, which is unfortunate, but I could buy a Zeus hammer. I don't think I need a Zeus hammer, though it is tempting. Actually, don't sell the berries. I'm gonna sell them for every dollar I can get my hands off of them. Okay. Okay, so I think this gold actually might be worth. I don't know. The thing is, I know people like Zeus hammers. It's really tempting, but I don't think I can justify buying it. I think I just don't. Okay. Think that's fine. We're just gonna fly over to one of the other other towns nearby and see what we can find. There's one down here called Binis. We'll go to Binis, and we'll see what we find. Anyways, I was gonna say some stuff about VTubers. I can't really come up with anything. I think the only thing I was gonna come up with was talking about how, wow, the VShojo drama keeps getting worse the more I see what's going on. I don't know if anyone pays attention to it, but basically it was Henya announced that, hey, remember all that merch that y'all paid for? Yeah, so that ain't happening anymore because, well, VShojo just misallocated the funds and used it for literally anything except producing merchandise, which is crazy. All right, let's go over here. Trade with Venus, because this is the other one we can reach and easy to grab. All right, please have plasteel. Oh, they do. Fantastic. All right, so that's a decent amount of plasteel. I would also like to buy... what else is worth buying from these people? Oh, we could buy an entire Archotech eye, perceiving every single type of electromagnetic radiation, including gamma waves, radio waves, infrared. It's so good. You can see everything. You can see even to inside one's soul. Yes, Envedav, hello. Good evening. So, I don't know. It's just crazy. Every time I hear about VShojo, I'm just like, man, how did no one see this coming? It's like, it just gets worse and worse every time. I don't know. I always, when I was a young VTuber, I was like, man, I want to join a VTuber Corpo because that'll mean I've made it and I'll have the support backup of, you know, all this entire company that knows what they're doing. And now I'm just like, man, I kind of dodged a bullet trying to do that. Oh, it could have been so much worse. Dead 4 hours till check-in time. Are you flying somewhere? Where are you going? Where are you flying to? I don't think I want any of this, actually. I think I just take the plasteel and leave. Yeah, take the plasteel and just fly back up, and I think that'll be fine. You already flew? Where were you at? Were you in Japan? Okay, let's go back up to surface. Here we go. Land here. God, I've gotten so good at this. Why is Riston on the verge of mental breakdown? Riston is hungry, filthy, chemical starvation. Interesting. We might need to butcher more animals. Oh, it took in like 4 hours. Wait, you were in Japan, right? I remember you mentioning something about you going to Japan at some point this year. Oh, just local? Okay, never mind. Well, hopefully you survive your magical adventure wherever you're at right now. Okay, let's unload this. I've actually got a decent amount. I got medicine out of it, so it's fine. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Like, small friend groups and small communities of VTubers is probably going to be what's the popular thing, but I think it's going to be unlikely we're going to be seeing big VTuber corpos emerged for a while. Everyone's just kind of burned out on them. You know, it's unfortunate. It's tragic. I think it is pretty tragic. All right, new combat undersuit. I'm gonna give this to I'm gonna give this to John RimWorld because I know he's kind of on the front lines a lot. Give it to the poor guy. There we go. Now he's well protected. We'll probably give the other one to Riston once we get our hands on another one. Yeah, Riston needs it. Thankfully, we're crafting another. Oh. You know what's really funny though? This happened a while ago. I'm just gonna. I saw this. There was a VTuber group. I cannot remember their name, but it was essentially designed as the worst of the worst types of individuals, of VTubers, coalescing into one group. Now, this probably means very little, but imagine this. In that group, one of them was a let's just say that they were colorful characters in the most negative way possible. One of them was just like trying to, I guess, draw aggro, and they were, I think it was like almost like a German officer themed female VTuber, and she posted a clip of, there was a clip of her going around where she tries to say the N-word on stream, and it wasn't even like a full of hate or full of vitriol way. It was almost like she doesn't want to say it, but she's saying it because she's trying to get, you know, a certain audience to either get riled up or to like grift around her. You know what I'm trying to say? It was a very interesting thing to see. Yeah, I was like, huh, this is what VTubers are doing nowadays. 16 pirates, so we can get plasteel. I don't care about that. I don't care about most of these. The beam repeater, maybe. I don't really want to go fight that though. VTubers are done. No. Okay, so that actually came up the other day. Some people were talking about that platform. So if you don't remember, there's a VTuber platform last year called VStream. Yeah, they died after 2 years. It turns out VTubers are a niche already within a niche, and they were not able to financially sustain themselves after 2 years of existing because it turns out people don't want to switch to a platform unless there's other people already on that platform, right? So cool, it's cool to want to stream on, you know, to have your own VTuber centric, you know, video streaming platform, but the thing with most of these with a lot of things like that is no one's gonna want to switch over unless other people are already on there. That's why whenever a new streaming platform comes up like Kick or Mixer or whatever, things like that, they basically have to buy out other streamers to come onto their platform before, you know, to help draw another. Remember like when Mixer bought Ninja for like what, like $3 million and said stream on our platform for 2 years, we'll give you $3 million, and then they still died with it. They still died after. Oh, it was tragic. It was unfortunate. Yeah, it turns out people don't want to stream on platforms that are not going to draw in a lot of viewers and stuff like that. And also Microsoft, I think, just sold the technology to Meta instead. Also, to answer your question, yeah, they were basically just running their any publicity's good publicity's tactic, and then they started infighting. I'm not even joking. I remember seeing some tweets. It was basically like you had one person who was a unashamed Nazi, and then the other person was an unashamed, I don't even know what word I want to use for it, but there was a lot of infighting, is all I was gonna say, and it was very amusing to watch unfold. And then they died, and then I think one of them got banned. So I don't know why it's so hard for why is VTubers always just like full of weird people? Why can't they just be normal? I guess being behind an anime avatar lets people be a little more strange. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm strange, but I understand that, you know, sometimes being a VTuber. Oh, geez, we do need to go to the source. We're actually running out of food here. Yeah, I don't know if we can find gold here. We gotta go. I do spend too much time watching VTuber drama. It's because I have to spend my time on VTuber social media so people remember I exist. That's why. That's why. I try not to read too much into it. Honestly, I'll just like gawk at it and be like, this is silly, and then go on my daily life and, you know, complain about Magic the Gathering or other stuff. I just like to be informed. That's basically all. I like to be in the know of whatever weird VTuber thing is happening, like how the whole hot thing right now is everyone complaining about viewership. The portion of Twitch that's normal is kind of low. Hey, I like to think that everyone here is relatively normal. I like to think that if you are viewing me, you either have good taste or you are maybe not right in the head. Take your pick. But we're all, yeah, you know, none of us are master criminals or are out there at, you know, none of us are out there saying ethnic slurs on stream. I do find myself, I do think that I self-censor sometimes a little often on Twitch. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just so afraid of like getting hit with a ban hammer that I often refuse to say certain words that I would normally use in my day-to-day speech that I know generally wouldn't fly in, you know, more sensitive contexts, if that makes any sense. It's just an interesting thing I've discovered about myself as a streamer, where it's like I don't want to be on this asteroid anymore. We're not gonna find any more gold. Let's just get out of here. We need more food anyways. All right, everyone back on board. Let's get out of here. Okay, is there a way to get them on the ship? Okay, that's really interesting. So Aurora, wait, hold on. So that's funny. So if you press it on Aurora, okay, you got to make sure everyone's on the ship. Okay. All right, so there is this one here, lump of plasteel with hostile activity. Well, hostile activity's never stopped me before. Well, I guess it probably will stop me. I should not just go in there. Just kill them all. Just kill them all. We'll probably be fine. Yeah. Goldshe's too busy stealing your triple crowns. Well, go kill the Goldshe. Exactly. Assert your authority. All right. We do need to go to the... our goal today is to hopefully go to the Mechanoid platform and grab that last grav core so we can reach our max size of 2,000 by 2,000. Will be a fat, chunky ship, and we'll need to get one more so we can get the signal jammer. And then we'll be ready to go adventure. All right, so where is this hostile threat? I see not a hostile threat anywhere. Where is the lump of plasteel? That's it. Wow, that's it. That's literally it, I guess. Huh. Alright, we're gonna land sideways for once. I know we normally land vertically, but this time around we're gonna land sideways. I don't like landing sideways because it always looks really funky. Alright. It's strange. Oh. Your colonists have been ambushed by a single human named Kamba, who immediately is getting gunned down. This man did not stand a chance. I don't want to capture him because he has a smoke leaf dependence, and that's kind of an issue. Which means he's gonna have to always consume smoke leaf or he's gonna be sad. So I think I just kill him. Alright, well, that was an interesting find. Alright, let's go kill all these animals now. Alright, kill everything. I need to restock our larder, so we might as well kill every animal on the map. Actually, let's grab these 3 specifically, because they all have weapons, and we're gonna have them just well-drafted hunt kill all these. Perfect. Alright, fantastic. Let's also have Marksman join in, because Marksman has a weapon too. Let's kill all these animals, kill those as well, and just speed this up because it doesn't really matter. Fantastic. Now, Boomlopes, I believe, do aggro on you. That's fine. There's a quest for Brigand Outpost. That's fine. Don't care about that. And then we need to kill... Where's the giant stack of Muffalo? Alright, we're gonna go here. Ronnie's got a gun, so we're gonna send a Ronnie with us as well. And... else is right here? I think 4 should be enough to kill this. Listen. Listen. Let's just grab this one real quick. Little did you know that Muffalo don't actually have rights. That's why we're committing crimes against them. Alright, here we go. Let's commit murder. Alright, so ideally I actually want them to revenge on me. They're easier to chase that way. Oh my goodness, cowards. Alright, that's one that revenged. Can I kill the rest of them? Okay, good. Excellent. Alright, let's chase the last ones here. There's no bugs on the map. It's just a bunch of wildlife. Fantastic. Holy cow, can you stop running away? Just please perish. Alright, whatever. What's it doing? Still running. If I could kill a Thrumbo, that'd be perfect, because a Thrumbo would be worth so much material. This guy's just gonna keep running, isn't he? Alright, whatever, I give up. Alright, he can escape. He gets to live, I guess. Gets to live, I guess. Heresy detected. Listen, Thrumbos are a fine source of meat. That delicious Thrumbo meat is gonna be real tasty. Okay, why? Okay, so first of all, I don't like how this thing is eating into my ship. So let's dig this out, so I can have, you know, access point that way. Now, why does it say I can't store the meat? Oh my god, we killed everything. No, wait, no, there's space here. Strange. Okay. That is very strange. I also need to get rid of this entry point. I don't want an entry point here anymore. It's been something I've been meaning to get rid of for a while, but I've just been a little too lazy, so we'll try to purge that at some point and make this a little better. We don't need cosmetic implants because we don't want to make our characters look like cat girls this run. Don't think most of these matter. Maybe the synthetic repair into neurological treatment would not be a bad idea. We could shove Garm into the great repair pod. I am considering it. Hello, Great One. How grows the grab ship? Well, it's growing pretty good. We're slowly expanding our lower posterior here once we get more materials, but right now we also need to grab these other bits and pieces. So we're just getting ready. We also travel pretty far. We have all the resources we need. Actually, how much do these actually contribute? Grab ship propulsion. I might actually get rid... I think I should just get rid of the chem fuel tanks now. I don't think we need these anymore. Yeah, let's get rid of the chem fuel tanks. We no longer require chem fuel for our travels. We are a green ship. Our ship is fueled entirely by anime logic and fusion reactors. Isn't that the greatest gift that one could give to society? Anyways, I gotta kill more animals. Also, I don't like landing the ship sideways like this. It throws me off looking at this. Oh, right. While we're on the surface, we need water. So that's one of these. Hygiene into a water well. So put one here, and one here. Okay. I do not need tanks anymore. Simply put, we're using eccentric tech, and we are powered entirely through plasma, through fusion reactors. So we have a plasma converter. These basically operate the same way that a chem fuel tank will operate, but it relies on the fusion power that you have with eccentric tech fusion, with the MMFS. So this thing, as long as it's powered, will provide energy for the plasma converters. Because making giant solar arrays is kind of a nightmare, and I didn't want to do that, so I opted for this other option instead. Is it cheesy? A little. Yeah, probably. Also, while we're here, is there any steel on the map? I swear, if there's no steel on the map, because this is technically... Oh my god, there actually might not be any... Oh, there's compacted steel. Oh my gosh. Wait, there's a lot. Okay, wait. Oh, there's some in here too. Ooh, okay, there's a little bit there. We can grab the compacted machinery here. Grab that, grab that, grab that. Grab all the steel that we could possibly need. Look at this, our ship will grow. Yeah, defense grid is pretty good. Just be wary of the plasteel cost, which might be a little higher than you would anticipate, is all I'm gonna say. It is quite a lot. We will expand the northern front eventually, because I do need to expand, like, a defensive area. God, it does look like It does look like balls. I hate how it looks like balls. So we'll handle that soon. The problem is I actually don't know where I'm gonna put more hallways. I may have messed up the hallway layout of this entire ship. I know. It looks fun. It looks funky. 1,000 hives. Deal with an infestation of 16 hives. Get 437 plant. That's actually not that bad. Could I fight 16 hives worth of insects? How bad is 16 hives? I could probably fight it off, right? Probably. Yeah, I'm sure we could fight it off. Alright, sure. Because I want the plasteel. I don't, and the Persona Core is a nice bonus. No, we're not playing vanilla expanded insectoids, because I've seen that mod. It's we played it once. Don't think I need to play it again. It was fun one time. Alright. So let's get smart toilets, and I guess we'll get power showers. And probably deep wells after that. Okay. We can also get hygiene bionics, but I don't think we need that. Alright, so let's make sure we're ready. So, if they're infesting, they can only realistically come through this area, which we already have. At least one charge autocannon. How many more tiles do I have available? Maybe I just fully expand out this section here so we have like a decent defensive wall, like a more space that I could put stuff on. So maybe we do that. Yeah, what if we expand out like this? Gives us a little bit more working. Okay, so where are they actually coming in from? Oh, that's a lot. Oh, they weren't kidding. That is a lot. Oh my god. Okay, well, the problem is they're actually coming on the other side, which is kind of more annoying. Alright. Worst comes to worst, we fight them in the corridor. Are they aggroed immediately? Oh, geez. Yeah, hold on. John RimWorld almost died. Let's cancel this entire stack here. Okay. That presents a conundrum. Now, they're not exactly digging through. One option is I could just send... Actually, wait a second. DreamHack has a designator. We could fire a bunch of high explosive missiles, just do like a spread volley, but it would only kill half of them. Do I have to kill all of them? Okay, so I do have to kill them to get this reward. Okay. So, also, is the YouTube stream lagging? Please let me know if it's lagging. I don't know why, but on my end it seems to be staggering a little bit. So let me know if it's actually struggling. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's just my browser freaking out, but it's looking funky. That's super odd. Oh my god, maybe it is actually dying. Hold on. Let me check here. How do I can check this? This stream health is healthy, so it's probably fine. How many pawns became trauma servers because of militors? Oh god. Yeah, the militors are gonna be wary of those. Alright. So if I aggro them, we have to run around. The other funny option is we dig out a hole here, and then we can just have DreamHack poke. Alright, that might actually be the safer idea. Because if he's around, he's gotta run. Versus me just unloading a bajillion. What do I have here? We have... Okay, so I probably just use the standard high explosive missiles. Okay. Saturation bombardment? I think we just saturate it. Okay, let's just saturation bombardment. Okay, where are you going? Okay, so these aren't allowed anymore. How about you don't go that direction? And then let's quickly dig this one and... Okay. Yeah, let's dig that out. And we can dig the second one out too. Okay, dig this one out too. I want the stuff. That's the only reason we're here. I want the stuff. And if it's just a bunch of bugs, I'm sure we can just gun them down. Okay, let's prepare. So what is our firing line gonna look like? So Kahila stands here, Marksman stands here, Ray stands here. I want Riston here, and then I want to we can relocate the turrets at the very least. Let's relocate. You know what? I'm okay putting it on the ground because that's what these mini turrets are for anyways. The mini turrets are basically sacrificial. I don't care about them. They're there to do a job, and I don't expect them to survive their job. Okay, so Risten's ready here, and then we're gonna need Krusty also here. John, RimWorld, and Atheana get ready here. Arani quickly move the other turret. Here, okay, Alana's handling that. Steve can't fight. The opposer can stay inside. Garm doesn't have a lot of research, but Garm will try anyways. Okay. And then I need DreamMag, because DreamMag's the bomber. DreamMag has to survive. DreamMag has to go in there and do the thing. Alright, I'm sure I'm not going to regret this. Alright, so first of all, you get over here. Smash this brick. Okay. Let's get ready for this. Okay, and then DreamMag, you're going to follow along. Krusty, you can stand over here. We have a firing line of guns ready to go. We have no backup, so I guess Magmar's the one backup. Okay, so we're going to have you quickly... Oh, no, we're going to have you quickly come over here, crack this open. If they just aggro on us normally, that's fine, too. That's fine, too. Alright. So now you run back. And have DreamMag come in here. Now, the question is single, cluster, volley. I think we just do cluster from launcher 1. And then I guess... I think it lands in a... I think there's a variance in where it lands, I hope. I hope so. I guess we're about to find out. I guess we'll find out soon. Holy cow, the stream on my... Okay, whatever. Let's see how this pans out. Okay. Are you actually launching it, or are you not? I don't think it's launching it yet. Okay. Alright. Alright, now we run. Alright. There's our missile launch. Oh, they're super accurate. Okay, never mind. I thought there was gonna be like a bit of a variance there. Whoops. How's the ground for plasteel? Well, we're getting plasteel. We're also fighting a giant army of bugs. Okay, yes, they're aggroing on the turrets. That's fine. Let's get these guys back here now. I want them... Oh, geez, the opposer's getting run over. Oh, Lord, it's getting really bad for him. I think he can escape, though. Turrets are under fire, obviously, but they have to do what they can. Risten's trying to hold the line. DreamMag, you can go back inside. Actually, no. If it's super accurate... Single missile from... oh, is there an HE round still in here? Oh, there is. Okay, hold on. If he can fire single HE round right there, I think we'd be good. Okay, he's got to stand over here. Come on, come on. Move over a little bit, and then just danger close. It's a little risky, but I think it'll be fine. All right. Fantastic. And that's fine. Okay, we took a little bit of damage. That's fine. Alana took some injuries. Steve can't fight. Garm is fighting. They're all gunning what they can. Turret's under fire. Risten's fighting for his life. I get DreamMag out of here now. That turret's about to blow. Oh boy. Alright. Ouch. Yeah, the autocannon's a little too, got a little too close. Okay. The Mega Spiders are what's really killing us here. Okay, so you can go back. You undraft. Okay. And then I want you to actually come back in here. See if we can snap the opposer out of here. Okay, fantastic. That actually went mostly okay-ish. Everyone's still alive. Rescue Kahila, you undraft. Okay, then I want Risten. That's fine. Okay, so then I want these. You undraft. I want these two over here. I need to rebuild the injuries. Why? Oh, there's still a bug in here. Oh, hello. Bashy's getting ripped apart. I think Bashy might be dead here. Okay. We can rescue Bashy. Okay. Undraft you. Okay. Bash is gonna be rescued, and then we're gonna have these two quickly just go around and just kill all the bug things. Okay, undraft you. Okay, so injuries are being tended to. Undraft you. I still hear gunshots. Okay. Okay, so thankfully we have a super doctor who's able to tend to everyone's injuries without too much issue. These two are deleting these one by one. That's okay. Yeah, I'll probably have to rearrange them in a bit. I definitely... Yeah, this is not a very efficient design, but I plan on expanding it anyways. So Just have not had a chance to. My plan is I'm gonna get rid of this door, and then we'll expand into here. Like, into the hall proper. Okay, so they're blowing these up. Fantastic. Keep blowing it up. Alright, keep going. Let's go down here, kill a few more. We're allowed to grab all the what's called. Okay, who's the closest to dying? It looks like... Okay, so Ronnie's still injured. Okay, Orlana should be able to tend to everyone. Bashi needs to be tended to now. Bashi's gonna be okay. Alright, then tend to Ronnie. Who else has been injured? Ray hasn't been tended to yet. Let's tend to Ray. Okay. Let's kill the last 2 bugs. I don't actually know if I can. Okay. I think that's it. Where's my victory reward, game? Okay, the game doesn't want to give me my victory reward. Tragic. Killed all of them, or maybe that's not all the... Maybe that's not all of them yet. Okay. Ron needs to get up and rebuild my wall now before the meat starts to spoil. Pression and John Geiger's going. Yeah, I know they're losing their mind. Also, Kristen here hasn't been tended to yet for some reason. So we got to make sure that's all tended to. That's why we have all the medicine that we could possibly need. I need a Ronnie to quickly build this. No, build this now. I need my freezer fixed ASAP. No, build this. You're already here. And then build this one. Okay, that seals the freezer. And then let's seal off that as well, so it's indoors. Fantastic. All right. That hurt, but we did it. Oh, there's some more nests. Wait, Kahila died. No, Kahila was tended to. Oh my gosh, maybe... Wait, what? Well, I guess I didn't tend to Kahila. Really? I thought... Oh my gosh, I thought I had tended to Kahila. Oh my goodness. Is everyone else tended to? Oh. Alright. Yeah, I'm surprised. Blood loss minor. Oh. Shredded brain scar. The brain scar was 1%. That's why. That's what did it. So consciousness was probably down to like 10%. Even minor blood loss would be enough to kill. Basically brain dead. We have the technology to fix that, unfortunately, but we don't have the technology to revive. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry, Kahila. Alright, let's take all your gear back at the very least. And then... Alright, strip the gear off, and then let's quickly set up another thing. Hey, you know what? I'll accept it. People die. It sucks. Kahila will be buried out here. Yana's injured and has not been tended to yet. I don't know why the doctors aren't tending. Okay, no, I don't want you to romance. Okay, where's Athiana? Okay, tend. Like, I don't know why, like, they're not fully tended to yet. I thought I could just leave them alone, but I guess I have to manually select, hey, tend. Very annoying. Alright, and then I want to Ronnie quickly build a grave. We salute Kahila and Kahila's glorious attempts at keeping this colony alive and digging rocks. Tragically, could not survive the harshest of tribulations. The brain stab. Alright, and then let's bury... let's bury Kahila here. Alright, yeah, we'll need to get some Psych IT as well. That's a good salute. Oh, that's a Mariette emote. Interesting. Yeah, I think I had a mod before that helped automate the triage, and obviously that we're not using that anymore. I have to actually remember, hey, manually triage people. So now I'm being punished for my laziness. We're gonna pop the Psychic Soothe Pulsar now. Just use this ASAP. Did I never? Really? Oh, jeez. I thought I did. Alright, we'll use the Soothe Pulsar. Keep everyone a little bit more alive. Hey, you know, at least we have 2 more buddies here that will be joining us in the near future. They're about to flip anyways. Really? Oh my goodness. Well then. I guess I'm that bad at the game then. Let's just say I'm bad. Where's my washing machine? Is that washing machine working? Where'd it go? Here it is. No sewage capacity. Oh my gosh. Right, okay, so it won't work unless I create a sewage outlet. Which I guess we'll just dump it right here at the front of the ship. Because this thing only works out in space, this dump port. I will have to remember that from now on. Doctoring is the #1 priority for a whole bunch of pawns, yeah. Well, aside from firefighting and being a patient, maybe doctor first and then being a patient second is what I have to do. So even if the doctors are injured, they will still make sure they stay alive. Okay, we don't need that turret anymore. Let's move this one back over here. Actually, I think there's an opportunity to redesign the security system here by not putting the autocannon turret like right there. We can add some extra walls, you know what I mean, and try to force into a very tight funnel. Might probably be the best idea. So while we're chilling out here, we're gonna use this as an opportunity to rebuild everything. Oh, shoot, there's still hives. You're right. I missed these hives, and they're about to reproduce. Let's not allow them to reproduce. So figure out the injuries. Okay, so I know you're missing parts. That's fine. You're fine. Okay, you're definitely not fine. Scar is from an assault rifle. It's not that big of a deal. You're fine. Oh my goodness, Riston is just a mess. Okay, yeah, okay. We're gonna need some new body parts. I think this is the last of it, right? Is there more? Where's the other hives? Oh, I think that's it. Okay, so I think the quest is complete. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So let's grab our pods. So the Persona Core is actually the secondary objective here. The real objective is getting the plasteel. Now, what we can do is, worst comes to worst, and someone does get a significant brain injury, I can install the AI core in their head. Probably helps keep them alive longer. So we have options. There are options for us. All right. Okay. It's just also maybe gonna give them a chance of being taken over by the AI brain in their head. Turns out installing whatever Elon Musk's brain chip thing is probably not the best idea for the average pawn. Okay. How do I design this? So we have this oh yeah, that's right, I can do that too. They put an AI in there. So one option is you have brain surgery. Two is you install MAAI chips with EPOE. We're using a mod called Expanded Prosthetics and Organ Expansion, I think is what it's called. Water tower's been called. Oh, shoot! I polluted our wall. Oh, I'm an idiot because I. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Whoopsies. All right, now we gotta drain the tanks again. Oh. I was not paying attention to where. Okay, that's fine. We'll fix it. We're just get rid of this one. Okay, so hopefully these waters will be cleaned, and then we just have to empty the other one. There we go. Yeah, expanded prosthetic and organ engineering fort. Other people are way smarter at this than I am. Okay, so that's fine. All right, we should be okay. Just give it some time. They'll repair. We'll clean. Everything will look pretty. Look at Alana, head doctor maid cleaning everything. Fantastic. How many panels do I have available? 42. Fantastic. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's get rid of this. Let's properly design an outer defense on the upper front section, because I realistically don't expect to expand this upper area any further, other than adding defenses. So we're gonna focus on that. Our goal is expansion. With whatever meager steel reserves I have, which probably have to grab more steel from the ground here. Thankfully, there is a metric ton of steel available to us. Really, it's just the plasteel that's going to kill me. Thankfully, there are additional mining locations that we will go to. There's one over here, too. Lump, no other pawn. Maybe I could just send a miner or two. Unfortunately, Kahilo was one of our best miners. So now it's just Ray. I guess Marksman doesn't have anything to do, so we'll make Marksman really good at digging rocks. I don't think I want to stay here too long. I do want to shove our way slowly over, because again, the We gotta go back in space and deal with that mechanoid platform. You think about not using EPOE in the future? Why? Do you think it adds too many... makes it too easy? Okay, so let's design this route. So I want to make it even, so let's... gotta be like all the way here. And then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, okay. Integrated implants instead. Alright, let me look at this mod, because I've never actually heard of this mod before. Integrated implants and yet another... Oh, is... Okay, these are 2 separate mods. Let's see what integrated implants does. I've just been using EPOE forever because that's like the one I've been literally using for years at this point. Okay. God, my internet must be slow because even opening the Steam page for this is really bad. I hope the stream is going okay. It doesn't sound like I've dropped any frames. Ah, you can make psychic levitators and a psychic shit. What is it? Wait, hold on. You can make an Archotech womb? It's harder to damage than plasteel. Repairs itself over time. Children born from one of these are gestated twice as fast and live extra long. What in the world? Psychic nullifier. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of weird stuff in here. I'm not gonna lie, reading the words Archotech womb was not on my list of things I was gonna find out today. Well, new words have been uttered on this fine evening. Just not the words I was expecting to utter. Alright, also while we're chilling around, who needs new parts? Okay, so you probably need a new eye. Because he's probably in pain from that, right? Actually, who's the priority? Okay, so you need a stomach, and you need an eye. So let's get Aethiana a new stomach and a new eye, because she is desperate for both of those. So I think a simple synthetic stomach is fine. And then we'll produce a advanced bionic eye, because we can afford it. That's fine. Okay, so how many more undersuits do we have? We gotta get more undersuits on people. Undersuit. Okay. We have 2 that have not been allocated yet. Okay, so I want Riston to have one of them. And then I want Ray to take the other one. I think Ray should have the other undersuit. Alright, and let's make more. More undersuits. More! More! Give me more! Even so, EPO's extra arms. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, here's not because you get anything, no homo, bro. Fair enough. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Listen, I appreciate it because I need more. I need to hit 500 so I can make money on YouTube. I think at 500 I'm allowed to have subscriptions on YouTube, and I will make a $1 subscription tier so you can give me McChicken money. Actually, you can't even buy a McChicken for $1 anymore. They're like $3 now. I want to put one of these autocannons here. Okay, how do I design this? So, how many autocannons would I realistically need? Put them in the back, and then we put the, and then put like small guns in front of it. Because you have to remember, this is the extent that I'm allowed to build down here, so they won't be able to shoot once they get too close. Put auto loaders there. Maybe 3 is enough. So what if I do 3 and then for turrets, could put P-17s, or could put L-32s. Because these have to be controlled with the defense grid anyways, right? As long as one pawn's on it, it's fine. So what if we do something like... What if... Actually, hold on, I have an idea. What if we actually... What if we extend it out like 1 tile, right? So it'd be 1, 2, and then 3. Wall here. We wall there. So that's protected on that flank. It does kind of start to lose the ship shape, though, which is kind of annoying. I know it's a minor thing to complain about, but that is something that I still want to keep this ship aesthetics. But I think it might be okay. I don't think I have to go all the way. Maybe here is fine. Actually cancel this one. And then we can diagonal... I don't think I can... We'll see. I'll see how this looks. I guess we're already committed to it. Yeah. We'll have to move this one away. And then... actually, are these solid? Oh, if they're solid, that might be a problem. What if we put a auto loader? Because it just requires, Does this have to be aimed a certain direction? Does it have to aim like this? But they go like 1, 2, 3. So that way we don't have to, we can just auto load it from the supply shelves. Probably makes the most sense doing it that way. Auto load from the supply shelf. We have enough plasteel, we are okay to do this, and that should be fine. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I think this will be okay. I think this will be okay. At the same time, we still need to kill more animals, but whatever. We have more than enough insects for the time being. We also turn all the insects into fine meals regardless, so they'll eat it and they'll be happy. Actually, that's fine. Everyone is starting to have mental breakdowns, though. It's becoming a bit of a problem. Hello, Garm. Good evening, Garm. Enjoy your lurk, Garm. I understand. Supply conduit. This all here should be fine. Because this should auto-supply it, right? Once it's connected. That actually looks kind of nice, actually. And if we do this, then I can probably just make this a full stack of advanced hydroponics bays, so we can maximize our, you know, growth, production, whatever you want to call it, for materials. There we go. So we have 3 turrets ready to go. They can't CQC, but I think I have a solution for that. I think I have a solution for that. Okay. Extreme break risk. Marksman's having a mental breakdown. Well, I know he just had a mental breakdown. Maybe if he just ate his food... Actually, where are you at? No, don't eat nutrient paste. Eat... Oh, wait. You know, instead of making carnivore fine meals, let's make carnivore lavish meals. I think we'll be fine. As long as we make it only out of insect meat, which we have metric tons of right now. Do this until we have at least 30 is probably fine. 30 is probably fine. Then get them out of here. I don't want them in here. These are survival meals. This one should store only the... Let's see. Lavish fine meals. Don't put in the package meals. And then let's hopefully make something with that. Can I make this out of insect jelly, actually? Or is jelly... Oh, maybe jelly's considered a... Is that considered plant matter? I actually don't know what that's classified as when it comes to cooking. I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So is this man almost converted yet? Okay. Okay, this one will flip on the next interaction, so we will have him recruited. And then we'll have to redesign the upper one as well. We have enough plasteel for now. We make more of these beautiful undersuits, and as long as we keep washing our clothes in the laundry machine... We actually have a lot of armor now, which is fantastic. Okay. Goodness gracious. Look at this. Look at them. Look at these poor fools fighting each other. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I've been holding this. Also, I am still looking at this integrated implants thing. There is a lot of silly stuff on here. Some of it is actually kind of interesting. Like, okay, a hacking port allows you to hack at 200x speed. Like, okay, strength enhancer improves your carry capacity. But just reading, like, some of these too, it's like, this one gives you immunity to EMP shock because it installs an EMP shield in your skull, or gives you a tail with a claw, or, you know, just a lot of interesting stuff here. Or one that just builds a turret into your shoulders so you don't have to carry a turret pack. It's just built into your body. So, I don't know. Very interesting. Maybe in a silly run if I wanted to do something like that. I don't know what mod what run it will be for, but maybe we'll do like a biological run where we just try to manipulate everything of our bodies. Also, let's do the funeral for Kahila. Completely forgot about that. That'll probably help stabilize the mood of everyone. I'm trying to think that's gonna be bad. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I like eating crab, but if you told me, hey, would you like to eat an insect? I'd probably be like, no. Because one is ocean, the other is not. And that's probably why. If I expand out this one, I'd have to expand this one out too. It's gonna look weird. Transhumanist blood court run. Vampires? We could do vampires. Also, we can adjust the ID legend. All right, what are we doing? Reform, add a new meme. What's our new meme? Human primacy does not allow. Ritualist. I guess transhumanism is probably okay. Oh, but then we have to do. But then we'll have to start doing neural superchargers and sleep accelerators, which becomes a nightmare on its own. Oh, I see. I could actually see that being an interesting run. Yeah, we could do that. That could be an interesting run on stream, honestly. And we could make it like a whole big deal. All right. What are we taking? Industrialist? I don't even know which one of these I want. I guess trader is fine. We trade a lot. So maybe just being a wacky... Oh, what does progressive do? I don't have... a republic. The leaders 3. Or we take... Road Ragers. Darkness. I think we... I think we take traders. We do trade a lot, so I think it's fine. Yeah. Trading's required. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure not gonna regret this. Isn't Bushido Blood Court like one of the early ones that you can get unlocked? Or it's like one of the predefined ones? I swear that's a predefined ideology that I've played one time. There we go. Let's grab that real quick, and I guess we should probably get rid of the corpses, but I don't really care too much about them right now. Okay, so here's our turrets. How do I want to design the rest of this out? So, the smart thing to do is probably put L32s here, and then you would put in a remote turret controller like this. And then the problem is I don't have a exterior design. So we'd have to embrasure with steel. Actually, we'd probably do it out of uranium. I think we have enough uranium that actually making it out of uranium is probably worth it. This seems excessive. Let me put it down and let's see what it looks like. I'm kind of curious to see if this will look decent. It probably will not, and I will be very concerned about it. But let's try it. Except this one should actually be hull. I guess I keep forgetting that you can actually make the exterior of this thing be made out of anything that's not just the grav ship hull. I could have made it out of uranium or plasteel if I had enough materials, but it's fine. Okay, so you can walk over the turrets. That's nice. Hey, we recruited someone. His name is Trotto. All right, let's assign this to someone. Let's see if someone here doesn't have a pawn yet. Let's see here. Alright, so everyone on the queue has not said anything in quite some time, which is kind of funny. Give it to SPO, because SPO does show up fairly frequently, so SPO can have it. Alright, here's SPO 2. SPO is gonna get their vac suit and is now ready to join the colony. Pretty good melee combatant, is very incapable of doing other types of combat, which is understandable. Make sure everyone's in a spacefarer setup here. And then for SPO, we're gonna give SPO a melee kit. It's fine. Probably need to get him a different kit as well, but for now, that's not... I don't know what else I could possibly give. Oh my gosh. What's... Oh, a scratch scar? That's probably fine. It's a minor scar. Anyways, yeah, I could consider doing like a blood court run. That seems kind of fun. Okay, right, power lines need to be run through here too. So let's expand our power system. Bashy is going berserk because Bashy has not had access to Luciferium. Do I have to manually administer Luciferium to the dog? Yeah, we might have to attack Bashy a little bit just to calm Bashy down. Alright, rescue Bashy. Let's feed Bashy the Luciferium. For some reason, I thought they would automatically consume it, but maybe I'm incorrect about that interpretation. Alright, let's tend to the poor dog. And then... Wanna give the dog the Luciferium, or how's this gonna work? Not ready for surgery? How do I make Bashy ready for surgery? How do I feed you Luciferium, dang it? I don't know how to feed Bashy Luciferium. I guess when Bashy goes to sleep. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. No, we're not trying to kill Bashy. Attack Bash. Oh, I killed Bashy. Thought we could punch Bashy until Bashy calmed down. Oh, that's a problem. Alright, in the interest of not having to go hunt down or spawning in the new Bashy, we're just gonna revive this. We're gonna revive this one Bashy, okay? We're gonna revive this one Bashy. And then fully tend to all of his injuries. And also get rid of that Luciferium need because it's really stupid. Alright. Yeah, let's just get rid of that because Bashy should have never consumed any Luciferium. That was really dumb. Alright, who needed the eye? I think it was Atheana that needed the eye, right? And also the stomach? Yes, okay, so we're gonna give you a brand new eye. And a brand new stomach. Okay, so let's get you into a... You're already in a bed. Fantastic. So I can just have the local doctor handle that. By the way, I mentioned this earlier, but we will be running that... I think in future runs, we might... Especially in runs where people are allowed to install as many things as they want on their pawn, we will install the Cyber Psychosis mod. Just to make it a little spicier, you know? You can have all the cool implants you want, but you gotta be ready for any consequences that come with that, right? You can't just have free changes to your body without losing your humanity. Okay, who else needs body parts? We probably do need a bigger hospital. 5 beds is actually generally okay. I don't know if we actually need a bigger hospital. What I do need is a better hospital. And I also want to grab, again, we're gonna get rid of this door. We can expand out here. We can expand two out here. Gives us more space for beds. I have an idea. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's start expanding this since we're on the planet anyways. I've been getting rid of this extra doorway. It's up there, and then we can move. We'll keep this hallway there. Okay, that's fine. Let's get rid of this. And what are we researching? Let's grab deep wells. Are we still using this thing? Fantastic. Okay. So we're gonna redesign this entire area. So then let's select this section here. And this... okay, so how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Should I put the door here? No, I think leaving the door here is okay. And then... yeah, so I think we leave the door there, expand this one here, and then let's move this to over this bed. Let's move this one over here for now. And then we're going to get rid of a bunch of these walls real quick. Okay, so get rid of this, this, get rid of this, and this. And that should give us access to a lot more doors, or beds. We can fit a lot more beds here. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is that? That's the heating pipe? Oh, it looks terrible. Oh, get rid of it. I hate it. Get rid of the heating pipes. Hold on. No. I want the hidden heating pipes. I don't want to look at a pipe. All right, if I have to look at a pipe, then I've failed. Okay. Then I can just add additional beds here, so we can go... actually, we should probably put a vital center, shouldn't we? So I'm gonna put more beds, or I can slap a vital center down, which would improve our healing. I think this is probably the correct choice. Put a vital center, put another bed, put another bed. Install this wall lamp here. There we go. I think that'll look nice. It'll look at least a little better. Perfect. You know what we should do? I think all the hospital lights should have that stupid, annoying, really bright white color that every hospital in the world has. Let's put this here. With all the touching the fluid thingies. Yeah, we'll need to get more of the intravenous drip stands. I know. It's definitely not as, like, I'm definitely building this a little bit more with aesthetics in mind than proper efficiency. I'm not gonna lie, it probably feels like that. Yeah, I know the middle bed needs one. I'm actually half tempted to remove the middle bed and replace it with maybe like a radio or something, just general entertainment for the pawns. I have an idea though. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of it. Okay, get rid. Let's uninstall these. Yeah, so at least maybe the pawns will have just general entertainment. I think would not be the worst idea. All right, here we go. Let's grab this light, and this light, and we're just going to... here we go. Oh, look at that. It's so bright. It's so appropriate. It's very... poggers. Alright, here's our new improved hospital. Actually, while we're sitting here, I think we have enough to replace everything with sterile tile. Yes, we do. Fantastic. Let's replace all that with sterile. Does this function? Does this function correctly? I just realized the machine guns actually don't have an autoloader attached to them either, which is unfortunate. However, I think if this works correct... oh, you know what I didn't do yet? That actually doesn't work, because I forgot to build the stupid security grid to attach to them. So now I need to go like that, and now we can hook that up to the security grid, eating up more plasteel and more other parts and pieces. Okay, what other projects do we need to do on this ship before we continue on our merry way? Probably need to do the same thing on the other side, but there's not enough plasteel. In fact, we're running out of plasteel because we burnt most of it for random production. We have 2 undersuits here. So undersuit 1 will go to Krusty, who is in the thick of combat most of the time anyways. And we'll give the other one to... I think we'll give it to Magmar, actually, because Magmar's usually in the thick of things as well. So Magmar gets the other one. Alright. And I'm gonna make 3 more. I think we just kit everyone out with Aerial undersuits. We give like 1 or 2 pawns the Seraph undersuits, the ones who are less combat inclined. There, that looks like a hospital. Look at how hospital that looks. Oh god, it is painful to look at. Oh. Is there any more steel on the map, or do we grab everything? Let's kill more animals. I guess we might as well just get more practice killing animals. Compacted. What do we got? There's still a decent amount of compacted steel. Okay, let's grab that. And let's grab that and that. And for some reason, that very small piece of compacted plasteel we also want to grab. So the miners can do stuff while we continue expanding. Okay. Okay, so that's all fine. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I need to use the restroom, like I said earlier, so I'm gonna just let this vibe here for a second. Let me save the game. I'll be right back. You see, I live in this pot because I basically live, breathe, and die by the soup. I actually had soup for lunch today, and it was fantastic. And I will probably have more soup for lunch tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. My entire blood is just soup. Also, what happened? I missed stuff. What happened? Am I... No, I think Arani means in-game their pawn is 44. If you take a look, I believe their pawn has reached the age of 44 because we are playing at 4x aging, so one in-game year is 4 years for a pawn. So pawns do grow up fairly old fairly quickly. So you gotta watch out for that. People age up. This actually looks okay, kind of ish, maybe. Actually, does this work? Hold on, I want to test something. You're right here. Get on this defense grid. I want to see this. Okay, so can I have this fire something? Why? Oh, it's not firing? Huh? How does this work? Oh. Okay, well, I know why it wasn't working. That explains a lot. Don't worry, I'm watching my sodium intake. I actually don't eat soup every single day now. I've actually been cutting it back. I've also been cutting back on just general like carbs and other things that are generally unhealthy in an effort to live longer. Why are you moving slow? Ah, food poisoning. Yeah, that'll probably kill your ability to move. Alright, well, that's probably why you're failing to build stuff, is my guesstimate. Turns out, food poisoning makes it hard for you to do work. Makes it harder for anyone to do work. Okay, so this should work. So I'm gonna have you get on this console. Oh my goodness, it just started firing instantly. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, well, they were able to delete that marble tile relatively easily. Alright, let's, cool. Alright, fantastic. I know, I'm glad I caught it now before, you know, we end up in a big engagement and then we don't have it, so... Small blessings. Let's get rid of this now, too. Let's expand on this side as well. Just kind of mimic the other side. Oh, we don't have enough plasteel. Never mind, leave it here for now. We don't have plasteel for it. Oh, this looks terrible. I could probably afford to put one machine gun here or a grenade launcher on this tile instead. A grenade launcher might not be a bad idea. And then we'd probably just fit in, I guess, an auto door, like, right around here. Yeah, I'd probably put an auto door somewhere thereabouts. Call it a day. I don't think there's anything else for us on this map. I think we got all the things that I wanted. We definitely got all the plasteel. We got a lot of the steel. We're probably going to need more steel, actually. I think we might have grabbed all of it, though. Compacted. Come on. Tell me where the compacted stuff is, game. Still more, but I don't want to stay here. Alright, we'll grab this note. Actually, no, I have an idea. We can just travel. I forgot we have a thing called a shuttle. Alright, let's see. What are we selling this time around? Well, we're selling all the garbage leathers. And... what else do we sell here? Sell our giant stack of... we don't need these. Sell the clothes here that we don't need anymore. Should be worth a decent chunk. Okay, I think that's fine to sell. Oh, we're out of gold. Alright, we'll need to buy gold as well. Okay, so our goal is we buy gold and we buy sun garments. The opposer is fine. Gold and plasteel is our primary objective because a lot of our projects are predicated on us having a lot of it. Because unfortunately, nanoweave consumes a decent chunk of gold, so does the high-density hex cells, which are also used in production of our undersuits, so... you know, you need it all. Yeah, and then also these should be... oh, I see the problem. Okay, so this should be set to preferred. No, okay, so let's flip this. So this should be important, 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 and then these should be set to critical... critical, and I would also like the undersuits to be allowed in here, so if they ever get damaged, they can get repaired, and they will be fresh ones available for our dear pawns. Okay. We also need to get a trade done anyways. I think that'll keep us happy. I think our pawns are unhappy. We haven't traded in a while. Anyways, Bashi dying, but being revived does cause penalties for us. Can't really stop that. We might run a thing here, but I think we might be ready to go up in space. I know one of the things I've been putting off is getting Garm into that pod so we can repair Garm's injuries, especially since we're sitting around. The problem is putting this Biosculptor pod, there's like no space to put this stupid thing. This thing is just fat and chunky. And I don't have a reasonable spot to put this. You would think so, but apparently you can't, or maybe I can't for some reason. Just put the Biosculptor pod in here, but I don't think I want to do that either. There's no good spot to put this stupid thing. It's just so big. I don't want to put it outside either. I think... I'll figure something out once we get more... once we get more vac tiles, I think I'll figure something out. Where is our next destination, however? Oh, you could attack them, I guess. Alright, what gives that mechanoid platform? Do we have enough weapons? Let's see. I have an anti-material rifle, which I might... the problem is Garm can't shoot anymore. Garm is so weak. Oh, okay, let's go on this adventure. I think we're ready. Alright. Let's figure out which one of these is ready. So you're not restocked yet. You're not. You're not. Okay, this one is. Okay, so Hacker's Tar Pit. Let's go to Hacker's Tar Pit. Don't you just love the joy of finding and exploiting your neighbors for resources? I love it. Okay, sell this, sell this. No plasteel. There's plasteel. Oh gosh, you already sold all that. God, 200, that's so expensive. Sell the clothes. Don't know if we can get enough to buy all of it. We can buy a chunk, but we can't buy all the gold either. So 12, at this price we can buy 24, no, 22 gold, all their plasteel, sell all of the jade and other stuff. Wow, that is really rough. Even selling all that, it's still rough. Okay. You know what, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. By the way, does anyone have any idea what I should play on Thursday? I've been kind of looking at my library. I thought about buying some stuff on the Steam sale, but I ultimately didn't because I got lazy, which is a little unfortunate. But I've been thinking we may go back to Star Sector, but as it's a vote, you know, anything's possible. Battletech? God, Battle. That's really weird. I was like, can I not rotate this? I actually own Battletech. I tried playing it on my personal time. I thought it was okay. I myself have never actually played the tabletop version of Battletech, and I'm actually not quite sure how it operates, but I've heard really good things about it. Maybe at some point I will play it. There we go. Grab all that so we can sell, we can use that for upgrades. I think I'm okay leaving this tile. There's probably not much else for us here. Yeah, we can just keep digging out more steel, but I guess we'll dig out that last node, and then we'll leave. I think we can fight the... I think if we rotate correctly, we can just unga bunga the mechanoids. How does this actually auto-reload? Does this not auto-reload? No source supply. Oh my goodness. So fun fact, I actually can't build there. Which means the only way to properly design this is I actually have to go around like this. Also, we should probably hook these up as well. Oh my goodness, these supply condos are going to drive me nuts. Because I'm apparently failing to just add even the slightly correct spots. Oh my gosh, yeah, grab all that steel, come on. I want to make sure we have a lot of steel. We also need to kill a few more animals here. I did not realize how many insects we had. I could have sworn I used to be able to get insect chitin as well, but I'm not actually finding any insect chitin from killing these things. 6 desperate children have arrived. The leader's being called. They have lost their home. They beg you for permission to stay for 8 days. Okay. So... I'm actually obligated to accept this quest. So we're not allowed to leave for the next 8 days. As we have to take care of these children. Alright, come on, kids. We'll take care of you. I don't know where I'm gonna put them, though. We don't have a space to store them. So, I'm not sure where we're gonna put the kids. Where do I put the kids? Alright, you know what? I think if I take them with me, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure if that considers failing the quest. That's the part I'm not sure of. Not even all kids. Some of them are adults too, and they're like naked for... Oh my gosh, this one's got Go Juice dependency. And that one's a nudist. That's gonna be rough. I actually don't know if I can go into space with them. If I can, that'd be good. But that would be kind of risky. If I send... I don't know where I'm gonna put them to... I don't know if I'm gonna let them sleep. I have not set up a room for them. Yeah, I don't have a room for them yet. I was gonna add more bedrooms here, but I've not had an opportunity to do so. So one of them will probably take that room. You know what? I hear that sleeping next to a fusion reactor helps build character. So there we go. That's enough space for them. Just sleep to the gentle hum of the fusion reactor. Actually, this one's not even on online. It's actually off, so they'll be fine. They'll just enjoy the vibes. Okay, so this one's on the verge of a mental breakdown because why? Recluse, very crowded. Oh. Yeah, and he's cold. We don't make kids' clothes in this colony either. Oh. That's a little unfortunate. That's rough. I don't want to take care of these kids though, but I don't have a choice now. But why are two of them nudists? Why are they both nudists? They're not gonna survive in space. Hello, Atiana. Your colony died within 4 hours of stream starting. What did you do? How did it explode? Did you learn from your mistakes? I guess is the better question. If you learn from your mistakes, then it's not a failure. It just means it's a learning opportunity. And you'll get better next time. God, I want to set up a kid's room. I forgot to go into the next node, though. Alright, I want to test something. I'm going to test a thing. If we leave this tile, does it count as failing the quest? Let's find out. I'm actually curious to see if this counts as failing if we leave. We can't go into space. You learn from me. I'm not even a good player. Like, honestly, I'm a terrible player. A lot of my quote-unquote expertise comes from the fact that I have very knowledgeable people giving me a very strong and firm guiding hand on how to not die in this game. It happens far more likely than you think that I am bad at this game. Increased pollution, decreased animal life, infested settlement, uranium ore. Evidence of being in space. Oh, they spawned without a helmet. Oh, jeez. This is why I run mods. That I can fix that on the fly. I think we might actually land here. There is a... something here. Ancient complex? Ancient mechanator complex? I don't really care. We're not gonna have mechanators. We need to be basically right here. I don't want to be too far from this node. Go for the plasteel node, or we just go land somewhere in this general vicinity. What else we got here? Windy Peninsula Coast. I mean, there's a lot of fish we could grab. Caverns. Wet climate reservoir. I think we'll land temporarily. Let's see. I think this one might be fine, actually. A lake with an island? Sure. But being smart, who... Oh! And if you don't have an intelligent pawn, yeah, exactly. That's really rough if you don't have an intelligent pawn. I guess we're just kidnapping these kids with us. Also, my ship is looking more and more brickish the longer this goes on. Okay, so does the quest fail if I take these guests with me? If so, that sucks. And I save, so I'll just reload. If it doesn't fail, then that's awesome. It means I can just have them fly around with me the whole time, which is probably for the best, because that means I don't have to be stuck in one spot. I can continue to be mobile. Because what if the mechanoids were coming after me? We've actually been moving so much that the mechanoids have never triggered their, hey, we're coming after you, get ready, nerd, event in quite some time. Obviously saying that is inviting disaster, but that's even perfect, yeah, because then I could have the main gun aiming in this direction. Now, there's not a lot of steel here, but we have enough to last us for quite some time anyways. You're not a nerd, I'm a nerd. I embrace it. I embrace being a loser McLoser nerd. I know, oh jeez. Oh, because it burned the plasma, so now it's starting to get it back again. Oh, that's sick. I love how that looks. Embrace being cat girl? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no cat girls here. There's no cat girls. Why? What do you mean? I'm not a cat. I'm a human. Look at this. I embrace the fact that I am a human amongst a sea of anime cat women. Have you ever wondered just why there's so many? I'm telling you, it's a virus. It infects the average VTuber enjoyer or VTuber mod, and then they become a VTuber themselves, and they often go for a cat girl, oftentimes with pink ears. I'm telling you, it's a curse. It's affecting all these VTubers. I'm telling you, you gotta be wary of those VTubers, man. You never know what they're up to. They're up to something. I cannot expand the ball enough yet. I can expand it a little bit, I guess. What if we make it less ball-shaped and more like a wing-shaped? I think making it like a wing shape would be kind of cool. Let's do a wing shape. So let's do... I don't even know how I'm going to do this. What if I just expand out like this? 1, 2, 3, it's 42, which I think actually reaches the cap, which maybe that's not the smartest idea. Your cat. I know you're a cat. Do you enjoy being an anime cat girl? I don't ever judge. I'm mostly just saying this in jest. You know, I guess I could have them go into space if I make kid vac suits. But then they're in space. I guess if I just keep them in the ship interior the whole time, it's probably safe, right? Yeah, I think as long as they stay inside and never walk outside, they'll be okay. Unfortunately, this kid's pigging out. Oh, you know what we need? We need a few more missiles. I just realized we are short on... I need 1, 2, 3 more PGMs. You're loving it so much. You know what? Enjoy being a cat girl. That's your life calling. I am not a cat girl. That's not my calling. I enjoy being generic human individual who lives, breathes, and dies by by being normal. I think I actually thought about having like, when I was trying to if I wanted to be when I was trying to decide like VTuber stuff, I was like, oh, do I want to have like owl theme stuff on my design? Because I thought owls were cool, but ultimately I didn't. I was just like, nah. Oh my gosh, Marksman decided they're gonna grab the Masterwork undersuit. Didn't Marksman already have an undersuit? You had an excellent one. I guess you're trying to switch for the Masterwork one? That's fine. Let's give DreamMag the other undersuit. So at least that's... Oh wait, DreamMag's not a combatant. SBO is a combatant. Okay. We need a sword for SBO. At the very least, we need one new long sword. Yeah. Owls are really cool. But, for some reason, all of my dear comrades have decided that they're gonna keep trying to gaslight me into being a cat girl, which is also vaguely cursed. Don't know how that ended up happening. But... whatever. I'm not gonna question it anymore. I won't question it. There's a lot of animals on this map. I don't really want to kill them all because we have a lot of spare food anyways, but man, that is easy pickings. Let's kill more animals here. We got to butcher more. Alright, what are we researching? A manhunter pack of wargs have arrived. They're angry. Okay, also, here's what we're gonna do. So, these guests that have arrived, I'm gonna have them restricted only to the ship proper. And then... I guess with the angry wargs... Hold on. You know what? Hold on. This is a good idea. This is a good opportunity to test out the grid console defense system. We try to get everyone else situated over here in this very fine... I just realized one of the main issues with this design is there's no firing area, which is a bit of a problem. Those wargs are going real quick. Come on, don't you want to chase after this beautiful Usan here? Everyone inside now. Okay. This might be overkill. Just want to point out how much plasteel we're burning just to fire at these, by the way. Anyways, yeah, that was easy. Okay, so if this is our firepower, I think we have the power to fight the mechanoid platform, as long as we land correctly. Okay, I think as long as we land correctly, we can easily handle the mechanoid platform. So let's continue to... Let's just repeat that on the other side once we get more plasteel. Let's go trade, I think. Limestone, unfortunately. That one's marble. What's the next one? Oh, I guess that was it. Let's also do go juice. That'll be fine, and then everyone's allowed to go back out. Alright, go back to doing your work. There we go. This is the one. I don't know how I'm going to do the southern front, though. That's, like, the one I've been struggling with the design of for a while. I still want to do, like, the circular look, but I'm not sure if that's something I will do anymore. It is a little silly, but maybe it's not necessary anymore. Yeah. It might not be necessary. I gotta say no to cargo pods. The cargo pods have dropped in with... I mean, I'm not gonna say to Nutramine. Nutramine's fantastic. I'm sure we can dump it somewhere. Probably in the drug lab. Let's just do it here. Nutramine also goes in here. Perfect. Okay. Let's go. Oh, don't have enough things to sell. Actually, we need to be looking for jade. Jade and gold are very valuable as well. We've actually not had any luck finding jade recently. I think all the jade's been ripped apart by us. We've not actually found trade ships either. Yeah, the more I think about it, we've not actually encountered trade ships for quite a while. Maybe we're on the move too much and that's why they're not finding us. I could see that being potentially the case. Malaria, blindness, or muscle parasites. Oh boy. I don't like any of those words. Okay, so ate a lavish meal, however had to eat. That's fine. Combat supplier. A caravan, okay. Make jade sculptures. Yeah, I might just make jade sculptures. I don't think we'd use jade for anything else, right? Do this, make it out of jade, do it forever. There we go. However, oh my gosh, we don't have very artistic people. Yeah, we don't have a lot of artistic folks in the colony, which is a bit of a problem. Well, that's a lot of malaria. 8 pawns have malaria. Dreammag, Riston, SPO, Sun, Hawk. Okay. Well, hopefully we can get them all tended to ASAP. Let's wake up our nurse. Okay, apparently the nurse doesn't want to tend to people. That's really funny. I thought they would be willing to get up. Okay, tend to that one. No. Oh no, I did not mean to romance. Oopsies. Okay. We may need to undo that. Has everyone been tended to yet? Okay, so let's tend here. And then tend to SBO. Tend to Hawk. We're just gonna get rid of that one real quick. Okay. I accidentally had a lot of romance as the opposer. It was not my intent. Okay, who's left? Who's not tended? Magmar. Let's get Magmar tended to so Magmar can also survive all this nonsense. And I think Dreammag needs to be tended to and Usan needs to be tended to. And let's also trade with these people. Who's got social stats? Alright, John RimWorld, it's time to trade with his combat supplier. Maybe they have something. Alright. Okay, hold on. Maybe we have someone else. Who's got higher social stat? Steve. Alright, let's see what we can get from them. Okay. I will sell them the Yayo, the Wake Up, the Go Juice. Keep the Go Juice, actually, because we had that one guy who's addicted to it. I will sell... kind of want to keep everything is the problem. I probably am okay selling a bunch of the vac suits. We don't need that many vac suits anymore. So I'll sell all the normal quality ones. That gets us a lot of money. And then... they actually don't have anything else I want. Maybe I don't buy the medicine. They actually don't... I mean, the mono sword is probably worth it. I think it's okay buying a mono sword. Okay. The question ultimately becomes, who gets the mono sword? Who is a noble knight worthy enough to carry this? In fact, I found one already, and their name is Riston. Riston gets the mono sword. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so that's completely excessive for a weapon, but it should be fine. Now, food binge, structure robbing, would like us to break in and collect the loot inside, don't really care. Let's just keep farming up whatever we can, kill more animals, get more food. We can store 8 more animals. Let's kill this stack of gazelle. Every animal we kill is just more food for us. Oh my goodness, I'm getting drowsy again. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm dead or dying. Like I said, I do martial arts on Tuesdays, and every day where we have to do throws and, like, yeeting other people is a day where I just get completely exhausted. And today is one of those days. It's good practice, because you never know when you're gonna have to, you know, do actions like that. Man, it is tiring. It is actually incredibly tiring. Okay. We gotta get that other part. Is there a way to force these guys to wear vac suits? I can make them wear vac suits, right? Their apparel policy is unchangeable. Two of them have go juice dependency that I cannot produce. I don't even know how to make go juice, do I? I don't. What in the world do you need to make go juice? Go juice is made out of Nutramine and Yayo. Oh my god. What's Yayo made out of? I don't know. I guess that's a technology I also don't have. Yayo is made out of psychoid leaves 80. Okay, so because basically highly refined psychoid. Okay, I mean that makes sense. As ominous as that sounds. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's healthy. It keeps me healthy. It keeps me active, but man, it's exhausting and tiring. I don't know why I do these things to myself. Maybe just attack. Maybe just attack the... Because as long as we just have them fire on this side, it should be fine. Obviously need to design on the other side as well, but we haven't had a chance to do that. I actually like to stagger these if I had enough space. I would stagger them like 1, 2, 3, so that, you know, if an enemy's coming from the top end, we can just bunga them, but fortunately that's not the case here. Plus, I think that platform would probably give me access to a lot of parts that I want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assign these 5 to the ship interior only, so they are not going to die. I will expand the ship interior to also include these areas. They're not, like, stuck inside completely, and gives them work that they can do. Perfect, okay. And I think we just leave. I think the ship's ready to go. Alright, let's try this. I'm gonna save in case it goes really poorly, so it doesn't go completely sideways. Garm's having a mental break. Fine, let Garm have a mental break. The other should be fine. Let's go... Oh, actually, the problem though is the malaria. I think even with malaria, we should be okay as long as it's been tended to with medicine. Yeah, alright, let's try it. Alright, we gotta get everyone on the ship first, that's the main problem. That's really weird. Okay, so... let's do that. Come on. Everyone back on board. We're going off back into space. We've been meaning to go back anyways. Now that we have armor. Okay, so first of all, get you on here. Get you on here. Okay, and then you stand here. Okay. Okay, so I think everyone's on the ship. Let's do this now. So we're gonna go... automated ship launch. Go. And we're gonna go land... at the mechanoid platform. Where we will probably die fighting to acquire our grav core. Also, I think my chat widget thing on my other screen has broken yet again, because for whatever reason, everything explodes. It's not capturing Twitch messages anymore, I just noticed. Strange. Actually, wait, hold on. Is it not showing up on screen? It's probably not showing up on screen anymore. Ah, the Twitch messages aren't showing up on stream anymore. Okay, so I think this program broke. Let me reload it. Oh my goodness. I've been using a program called Caster Labs Caffeinated, which is... when it works, it's fantastic. Made by a guy named Dayoshi. Okay, how do we land this? How do we land here? Oh, I've not fought one of these yet. So here's my logic. There is a ancient blast door there. I think the correct thing to do is we land facing it like this. Anything that pops out there will instantly get murdered by our heavily armed ship. I think that's what we'll do. Is this working yet? Let's find out. Cool, it works again. Alright, who's ready to kill some mechanoids? Alright. Nothing on screen. Okay, so I guess I was expecting turrets on the exterior, but if there's no turrets on the exterior, that's probably fine. It's on draft array. And then hopefully these guys don't explode by staying inside. It is temperature mostly warm in all these areas except for a few vacuum areas, which makes sense. As long as they don't go out into the void, should be okay. Some of these rooms are a little colder than I would like. Especially this guy, for some reason, keeps going like, I'm gonna go into the freezer when I'm naked. Not smart. Okay, okay, so what are we actually fighting here? There's a mechanoid processor. There's an ancient grav engine, which is what we want. There's also a giant stack of mechanoids. I see turrets, mini sluggers. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of things in here. Scorchers. The mechanoids are also moving really fast, despite being in space. Do they just move faster in space? I guess. Here's my strategy. Maybe we just bait them out into the turrets. I think that might be the smarter idea. Okay. Here's my thinking. Let's grab someone who's a really good shot. Who's a really good marksman here. Now, most of these are not terribly good. Okay, you actually are pretty good, so we'll give you on the defense grid console. I want you, and you out here. And we're gonna see if we can bait him out. Except Magmar. Full vanilla expanded, Wildman was sort of an interesting playthrough. I don't use vanilla. I don't want to use all of vanilla expanded because that's kind of excessive based on my own previous experience, but it is a thought. Could be interesting. I agree. Okay, so make sure we have everyone treated. So Magmar needs to get treated. So you need to get rest here, and then hopefully Alana can just tend to you. Okay. Let's see if we can bait them out. It's gonna be a little risky, but it might be okay. If I shoot that mech pylon, does it count? Hold on. Okay, so the mechanoids have woken up. They're not chasing me actively yet, right? But they know we're here. Oh, geez, yeah, they're all awakened. I need a way to bait them. I have marksman. Oh, hold on. Okay, wait, okay, you're doing okay. Everyone, get over here now. Think. Is there no way to bait them out? Maybe. Let's see here. Okay, they see you now. Perfect. Now we run. Run. Get out here. Okay. We're baiting them out. Turret should see them now. Fantastic. Okay, good. Okay, marksman's a little burnt. That's fine. You're just getting a little crispy. Okay. Well, they might be smart, but they can't handle a lot of M51 charge autocannons, which, by the way, you can't even hear them blast in space. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We actually got rid of most of them. Alright, your burns are a minor problem. It's not that big of a deal. You'll be okay. Get back in there. Well, I guess you should probably tend it. You're allowed to self-tend now. Just self-tend it. It's not a big deal. Alright, so we can bait that other Scorcher out. Oh, geez, is it aggroing towards us? No. Alright, can I kill this thing? Hold on. I hope destroying this is fine. The Scorcher's coming after us. If it gets too close, we just bail out. Alright, pull out. Oh, never mind. It doesn't aggro on us for some reason. I don't think these mechanoids are very smart. They could just chase after me, but I guess the turrets are just too much. Come on. Okay, so the mechanoids have woken up. Which, again, I don't know what that means, but we'll find out once we progress in a little deeper. I love mysterious hallways. My favorite mechanic. Okay, so another processor. What is in here? Only 2 turrets. That's actually not... Oh, hold on. 2 turrets is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, wait, never mind. What is that? Okay, there's a lot more than just turrets in there. Okay, you gotta run. Okay, we gotta really run. Okay, you gotta run out now. Come on. Bait him out, bait him out. Oh! Let's see if they're gonna chase after us. Will they chase? Will they chase? They will chase. Okay. Let's go down here. I want to bait them this way. Whoa, hello, Jaylee. How are you? This is so fun to watch. They instantly walk into the field of fire, and then they explode on contact. Oh my goodness, these things are beautiful. I need more of these. I want to have it. I want to have a giant wall of these things. Anyways, Jaylee, how are you doing, comrade? Are you having a good evening? Okay, these guys can rest. We'll go back in a bit. We don't have to keep going back in unnecessarily. We go in when it's appropriate. Low food. Let's just butcher more animals until we have more food. Let's keep killing more animals. There we go. Those guns are awesome. They are fantastic. The main issue is that they are reloaded with plasteel. So if you run out of plasteel, you might run out of munitions. So, you know, keep that in mind. It is one thing to remember. I believe this is resupplied with... Yeah. Aggressive for sure. Requires external control via defense console, yeah. Also, the controller that probably needs to go rest up a bit. So we'll come back in this. How many grav cores have you managed to get? This one will be our 6th grav core, our 7th grav core if we accomplish this correctly. We're kind of just chilling and waiting for people to recover from their malaria, because it turns out people got malaria while we were out in adventuring land. Not exactly a good thing. Yeah. The malaria's rough. 7. Yeah. So I used one earlier to create one of the fusion reactors, which I probably have to disable one of them soon. I have to kill them more mechanoids. I don't know if there's actually a way to... Do they keep generating more mechanoids? Where's the EMP nades? I think Ray has the EMP nades, so we'll have to bring Ray into the next engagement. I was on the verge of a mental breakdown because he keeps eating without a table for some reason. There we go. Game driver does. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Starting in the desert's kind of a rough run. All right, we'll send Ray. Who has that malaria? Okay, so we'll send Ray and Atheana and Greywind, and I think Zeoposer probably is okay for this one because I do need a hacker. Zeoposer is one of our best hacker people. And then let's go over here real fast. I did see a pikeman. We're gonna have Ray peek the corner, lob a grenade, and then Atheana just goes in there, starts blasting. Greywind starts blasting as well. Yeah, I know you get the small circle range, but I guess you got unlucky and you just ended up near a lot of desert, especially with food. I've not been growing food. My strategy this whole run has just been to kill every single animal I can find, and that's gonna be basically my entire food source. It's not the best, but it works. That is Harbinger seeds. How are you, Flaving? Good evening. Get out this way. I can bait these. That'd be fantastic. Okay, they haven't seen me. Let's have... Oh, okay. I think they're aggroed now. At least that one's aggroed. I think we just bang it as it pops out. I think we can just bang these as they pop out. Ooh, just kidding. They're actually way faster than I thought. Okay. I think Zeoposer just smashed its head in. Yeah, I think that breach axe is actually doing a lot of damage. People live off of cucumbers? Oh, gotcha, okay. You're playing vanilla expanded plants. Got it. I mean, that's a solid way of doing things, too. Hack this, please. Alright, and we'll see what's inside this door. That pikeman's not paying attention to us. Fantastic. Okay, what's in here? Alright, cool. Crate. Another Masterwork heavy SMG. This one is called the Shredding Arm. Lightweight, rapid... Oh my god. Whoa! Wait, isn't this a really good high roll? So its aiming time is reduced, its fire rate is doubled, and its damage multiplier is plus 20%. This thing actually will just rip anything apart. That's nuts. Alright, Greywind gets it. Greywind gets it as a sidearm, I guess. Now the man's got now the man's packing twice as much heat. Last time you can sleep, you started sort of UK run. Democratic UK is a fairly simple run, but as long as you're... Listen, my policy is always, if you're enjoying the run, don't let anyone tell you what's the right way to play the game, right? Are you having fun? Yes? Then good. You've succeeded. Let's see if we'll hack this other door real fast while we shred these things. I'm not actually sure if these are giving us plasteel, but I hope they are. Probably not. Yeah, only the big ones give us plasteel. That's unfortunate. Okay. I want to hack the other door, so I want to know where this leads to as well. Alright, why don't you just quickly peek in this door? Ah, my favorite, hallways. Okay, so it's the Cyclops. The only thing in there is the Cyclops. Okay, what's in the next room? No, Flaming is talking about Hearts of Iron 4, a game that I stream a lot on here sometimes. Ancient mech vats. Slag chunks. There's actually nothing in here. If I attack these... What? Oh, hello. That's a Angry Scorcher. Let's just... Oh, there's things coming out of that. Okay, so they were actually alive. Where's that Scorcher going? Do I need to have someone on this real fast? I might need someone on this real quick, just temporarily. In case that Scorcher gets full aggro. Okay, it is walking outside, and then it just gets gunned down instantly. And then it did get reloaded. It ate up all my plasteel to reload. Okay. I might need to be a little wary how much plasteel I'm burning through. Let's actually go on another adventure real quick. I care about matchmaking. Oh my gosh! Wait, have you played the new DLC for CK3? I have been wanting to buy that season pass so I could play the Mongolia expansion. So I could do the whole Tengri rides again thing. Oh, I want to get it so bad. Oh, there's actually 4 of these that are active, aren't there? Attack them. Screw it. Oh, wait. Can we just destroy it? Actually, hold on. Keep this door open. You stand here. Fire at this thing. That's a Tesseron, which is probably fine. Okay, so it will still spawn them, which will aggro, and then we just run away. Oh, you're playing the free version. Got it. I'm gonna make a solid army group in the UK. Okay. So basically, you have a plan already for... I think we just gunned this down. You have a plan for, Okay, so I think we can just do this. Switch you to this. Z-Pulse are in front. I guess they're just gonna go down south, and they're gonna try to punch through the main gate, where they will explode in a million pieces. Let's also aggro the other one real fast. This is such a stupid way of doing things. I don't know why this is working. Okay, so we gotta kill this now. Okay, so whatever pops out there, we're just instantly just demolishing. Okay. Hey, I found my new favorite strategy. You have seductive. Oh my gosh, that's a... So how did you deal with having to split the inheritance between all those wonderful children that you have? Okay, there's a bunch of people here that are angry, but I think we can just yeet the grenades and we should be okay. Maybe not. Hold on. That's how fast we can fire the grenades. We might be okay here. I think Ray's managed to get the grenades going at a regular speed. Okay, so these are stunned, but they're not stunned forever. So we should probably go in there and start bashing its head in. Okay, so you can go over here. I'll have you come over here. Just bash its head in. Okay, you stand over here. Keep flinging grenades. Should be okay. Come on, keep stunning it. It's not gonna be stunned forever. But I think if we can just keep doing this, it can't really kill us. Fantastic, that was not too bad. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it's 38, 39 is what equals highly, but New Kids Brothers. Oh, okay. So you probably had one big title, and that's why it didn't like try to split everything into a billion different titles. That makes sense. Because Epos are still alive. Let's just have them keep hacking. Navigating through this is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually surprisingly tame. It's a lot of obnoxious hallways. Ooh. I don't like this. There's 4 mech vats. Okay, so I actually never made a custom religion in CK3, which is really funny. I just tend to default to... Oh, jeez. So there's at least one Scorcher. I think there's only one Scorcher in here. There's actually nothing else in here. I guess there's a turret. which is a problem. Check out the other room real fast while Z-Poser hacks that. Okay. Hello, there are 4 crates in there. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's leave that alone. Mostly because there's a pikeman in there. You should play for Hoi for 1 hour. You could also just not. It depends if you really want to play Hoi 4, right? Don't play Hoi 4 if you're not having fun. Play Hoi 4 only if you're enjoying it. Okay, we've got panels, which is fantastic. I need panels. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll let these 3 go back and rest first, because also Z-Poser's got that malaria, which has to be tended to. Kind of been forgetting about that, so let's let the guy rest up a bit. Maybe Ray doesn't go back inside. Z-Poser needs to leave now. You have no medicine on hand, so you can't tend to yourself. You have medicine, though. Let's have you quickly tend to Z-Poser. Seal this off. And then just let Z-Poser rest. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Okay, so we did recruit someone. The other prisoner named Hawk has joined us. I hope that they're not going to explode into a million tiny pieces. Let's get him some spacefaring gear, so... What is happening? Why is this man bleeding out? Oh, frostbite. Why is it negative 12 in here? Oh, geez. I know what's happening in here. I did not realize that my fusion reactor room is basically a frozen tundra. And I just forgot to put a heater there, which was probably a big point. All right, this Hawk person. Who is this one getting assigned to? Let's find out, shall we? Wrong button. Name queue. Don't think any of these people have said anything this stream. If you want to be in the colony, type in !Q and you'll probably get it. Because these people have not chatted in forever, so they don't... I'm trying to give it to people who are active in chat at the current time. There we go. So this should keep this room warm now, I think. Ideally. Yeah, the kid hopefully is not gonna die of frostbite. We might need a second heater, actually. Let's put a second heater down. Second heater's probably enough to keep them warm enough. The heaters are probably working over... Yeah, we need to crank this up. I need a second heater. Let's put another heater. I don't know why there's an actual heater in here. Okay, say building air conditioners in all your spaces. I don't build air conditioners into my ship, but it is kind of funny. You're right, I agree. How was the pikeman? But I could probably just run in there. Alright, I think once... No, that malaria is just really rough. We have to just kind of wait till the malaria to go away. I wish I could just bait them out here. Let's kill this mechanoid processor. I'm not sure if this actually does anything. I don't think it does. Let's grab layered shield gens, which are probably not necessary, but I do need to go back in there. All right. Shall we go fight once again into the breach, fighting our wonderful enemies, the mechanoids? All right, who's going in? Ray, Marksman, Aethiana, and Greywind are probably the... Okay, you don't. You need food. You're fine. You're not fine. You're probably bearable to fight. Okay. Have Ray focus on that one. Marksman's got weapons and grenade launchers. So if we can just bait them out, we should be able to run them over. Okay. Go over here real fast as soon as they pop out. Oh, there's a turret there. I forgot about that one. Okay, so we should be able to just gun this down. Oh my goodness, on fire. Oh, hello. They're angry. Okay, let's I think we need to back up. No, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. I may have made a mistake. Aethiana's on fire and running towards the enemy, which is very funny, but also very tragic. We might need more firepower. On the other hand, if they just aggro on us... Oh, wait a second. Can I aggro this? Okay, don't go that way. See if we can bait it out. And ideally, we don't have a lot to go in there. That's bad. Okay, then I need someone on this defense console now. Trying to bait them out. Come on. There you go. Don't... Oh, it's actually just out of range. Get over here. Wow, that's actually really annoying. They're just out of range. Okay. Alright, we'll have to go back inside. Let's also grab... I don't know. Krusty's fine. I need a melee beat stick, and Krusty's the best melee beat stick that I have available to me. Okay. Let's go inside and see how we are going to approach this engagement. I can handle one at a time. If I don't want to fight all of them at a time. So we can have Ray quickly bait out the grenades. If we get a line of sight on him. Oh boy. Fantastic. Okay, so now we got it. Okay, so now you fire grenades this way. Pull around the corner. Bait them out. Fire grenade. Stun. Go in. And then start blasting them. Alright, look at that. We're getting tactical here. It's actually working. Oh, I'm getting so smart with this. You saw how sick that was? Baiting them out? Oh, beautiful. 10 out of 10 gameplay. I'm so good at this now. I am pro. I am pro RimWorlder. Alright, let's just bunga bunga this. Actually, wait, I don't have to bunga bunga this. What am I doing? Just run Ray, like, around the corner here. Have Ray fire a grenade. And then just send in a bunch of people with guns. God, EMP grenades are so good. I love these things. They're actually so whack. Alright, let me just back up away from that. Okay. Oh! EMPs! They're so good! They solve all my problems! I'm not even joking, they have literally solved all the problems for this. What in God's name? Oh, hello. Doesn't think there's anything in here, right? Okay. Safe. Next room. Hallways. Love it. Alright, next room. This room looks big. Oh my god. Okay, so there are okay, so 1 to 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 ancient mech vats in there. Hey, where's Dreammag? Are you okay? You have malaria. Alright, I need you over here ASAP. I have a silly idea. Wait. Where's my designator? Why do you have it? Wait, what? Wait, what? Where's my? Wait, what? Okay, wait, hold on. Trini Dream might grab that designator real fast. Okay. Here's my strategy, if you want to call it that. Also, why have we not made these yet? Steel chem fuel components. Do we not have chem fuel? Oh, we don't have chem fuel anymore. Because we haven't killed enough trees recently. That's right, we need to kill more trees. Okay. Here's my very silly and not at all professional idea. So Dreammag... Okay, so Dreammag's getting cold. Because your gear's not suited for the outside. That's fine, you'll survive, probably. So I'm not sure if this works, but I have a explosive missile that I'm just gonna fire right here. Not sure if this actually operates the way I think it does, but we're about to find out. Oh my goodness, I have to aim it right. Oh! Let's have Krusty here to assist. I want to fire at them. I'm gonna have Krusty try to bait it. Hold on. Krusty bait the Lancer. Okay. So I think this will work. I think. Something like this is probably fine. Okay. We're gonna fire a single missile. And then we run. So there's our missile. And it did not do nearly as much damage as I thought it was gonna do. So that's a little unfortunate. However, they're all lit up now, which is probably not a good sign. Oh shoot, there's a Lancer right there. Okay. They're not active yet, and that thing's still just kind of chilling there. Let's quickly break that door down and just smash this Lancer's face in. Okay. And then Aethiana is gonna have Aethiana just shoot these things, I guess, if you're in range. Start blasting these things. So that will spawn a Scorcher. Can you quickly shoot this other one? Okay, then run. Run, 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 run. Oh, don't catch on fire. Come on, run over here. Okay, so then we're gonna try to bait out all of this, unless that thing is not smart. A lot of times the Mechanoids just kind of want to stand there. Okay, and then as long as we can just get a grenade or two on them, or if we get them melee range, they can't really kill us. You focus fire grenades. Just lob grenades in that direction. Okay, come on. Oh, Marksman is now yelling at everyone because Marksman's having a bad day. Okay, we probably want to get out of here. There's a turret there that I can... Oh, let's bail. Krusty might be in a very bad spot. Actually, the worst one is right now Marksman, who's angry at everyone. So we're going to try to bait Marksman out of there. Which should work in theory. Also, undraft you. You are free to... You're relieved from your duties. Let's get everyone out of here, because Marksman's going to keep chasing us. Okay. There's still a couple of mechanoids, that's fine. Just get everyone back on the ship for now. And then let's seal this door off. Okay, not too bad. So maybe 2 or 3 more incursions would be enough to solve the mechanoids in there. Unfortunately, Marksman is still super far away and refusing to get any closer. Greywind, quickly get on the defense console now so we can at least shoot these mechanoids. So if they at least get close, they're gonna have to die for it. I don't think we actually need this many active. I might just set 2 of these to hold fire for now. It seems like kind of a waste to have all 3 of them blasting a singular mechanoid to death when we don't have the plasteel to afford it. So, you know, minor issues. Alright, let them heal up for a while, and then... I'm just gonna assign this person out, because I don't know if anyone joined the queue for this. Oopsies. Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm gonna open it, and then whoever it lands on is who I'm gonna give it to. Ready? Alright, I don't know who Freak Out Patrol is, but they get the current pawn. Alright, this pawn is a hideaway Muffalo Shaman, slow learner, chemical fascination, fastidious abrasive slob, good melee fighter, and that's the extent of their speciality. Alright, Marksman has calmed down, I think. The poor fellow's hungry. Let him consume. Let's kill a few more animals for food, I think. We're gonna have to butcher more stacks. I am actually gonna need more helium-3. I'm noticing that I don't have nearly as much, and we have not had a chance to get more vac stone. Okay. So how many more mechanoids do we have to fight? At least 4. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's at least 12 more mechanoids on the map that have to be purged. It's doable. It's annoying, but it's doable. Let's have Zeoposer. I think we have to wait for the malaria, though. Because the consciousness and blood filtration penalties are rough. We could send a few pawns in there and probably be okay. Because I know Greywind, Ray, and Riston are generally a good doom stack. I can't send Garmin. I wanna solve Garm's body problems, but it's just so rough, and I don't really want to burn the glitter medicine on that yet. Alright, let's go back in. Once they have eaten and had their sleep, they will fight back, and we'll just try again. Actually, I should probably grab the grav core while we're at it. Let's grab you, and Atheana's good enough to fight. Alright, grab all these fine individuals. 5 should be good. As long as you always have 1 melee fighter, you're okay. 12 hours, 41%, you're fine, okay. Maybe we don't have... Okay, how about we don't have random pawns going in here? Let's get Ray in here, seal the door. Okay, go back. Okay. So first off, let's break this down. There's more panels and there's our core. Let's go over here. Did I bring a hacker? Yes, thankfully Arani is a hacker. Arani quickly hack into this, figure out what's going on in this room. See what treasures abound. Flop? What do you mean flop? I'm not a flop. Okay, another crate. What's in the crate? 6 advanced components are really good, actually. Okay, so we can have Arani stand here. Try to blast these. Have Ray stand here, actually. So Ray on EMP, Arani behind, Atheon on bottom flank. I think like this. You flop? You're flopping into bed now? Did you have a long day, Garm? Was it rough? Are you able to be at peace now? Are you able to relax? He does not have that long of a range. Okay, so they are coming. They're Unga Bunga. Get rid of fire grenades and then have these guys flank on the other side now. Okay. We gotta kill this ASAP. Thankfully, we have people that are strong enough to deal with that. The grenades are not firing as far as I would like. Kristen actually got kind of smacked pretty badly. You're a very sore bird. What happened? Just a lot of work. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Ray spam grenade tossing here. Okay. And then we should be able to gun down whatever pops out, I think. So then Magmar stands here, start blasting. Okay, so it spawns a Scorcher, which is getting grenade spammed. And then we can just repeat this process for the next stack. Okay. Let's move Ray up a little bit. We're just gonna have her spam grenades in this general vicinity. I want these two over here. Fire. Okay, so it did spawn a thing, so let's quickly get rid of that one. Okay, that spawned a Lancer, which we should be able to get rid of easily as well. Riston doesn't care anymore. Who cares about being EMP blasted? Work being work. Gotcha. It's just work being work shenanigans then, huh? Well, I hope you'll be okay. Like I said, this is a place where people can come to and be comfortable and relax. After a long, arduous day of pain and suffering and work, right? That's always been the goal. This mono sword is paying off in dividends, that's all I'm gonna say. Chris has been able to, like, cleave through so many of these obnoxious enemies. Okay. What's left? Okay, so we have to kill the remaining pods up there. Oh, there's a turret there, too, which we did get shot a little bit. That's fine. Riston's taking a little bit of heat. I did not bring a doctor in here. Alright, time for Alana to be combat maid. No weapon available to you, but I need you to be able to at least attend injuries. Oh gosh, major break risk on Aethiana, that's fine, you'll be okay. Keep that food. Combat medic. Exactly, super combat medic. Alright, and then let's go in here. So you stand here, and then we're gonna do the same exact strategy. Basically, it's Ray spams her EMP grenade, where I think the enemies are gonna spawn, and then we just gun down each of these one at a time. So whatever spawns out immediately gets gunned down. Ideally, we can keep spamming it, although that one's a little rougher. So these need to fire that one. We're gonna try to go around because Ray's blocking the front door. That's fine. Because that's just gonna get stun locked for days. Aethiana's moving up. Okay, so you stand here and just blast it, and then Magmar does have a cool gun. Might as well make use of that, and then fire this one. Fire at this one. If I can do this correctly, you fire B as select target. Okay. Lancer, fantastic. Well, the Lancer's dead. Okay, and then the same thing on the next one. Oh my gosh, this strategy, I know this doesn't work in, what's it called? In Combat Extended, because they have the whole, you know, mechanoids gain slowly increasing EMP resistance, but hey, at least for this it works, and it's great. At least I can pretend like I'm good at video games. Okay, so Ronnie can hack into this one. That one should die relatively quickly. The Scyther's not going to live. We have our best shots on this thing. Oh, is that vanilla where they have slowly increasing resistance? Really? For some reason I thought it was a CE mechanic. Oh. Huh. I had the wrong interpretation then. I had a very incorrect interpretation of how the mechanics worked. Alright, it says here, I think we got everything. There's a lot of slag chunks that we can dismantle as well. Crack open this crate. Alright, more Lucifer. Yeah, I do know that there's EMP damage, right? Like, right now, I'm okay with sending people into melee combat with the EMPs going around, because I know that there's no EMP damage, but I am aware that it is damage in CE. Having played CE long enough, I do recall that mechanic. Or are we just standing here? Oh, did I... Wait, what? Where are we cowering from? What is attacking them? Is there a turret? Oh, there's a turret over there. Just kill it. Can't be that hard to kill a turret. There we go. I was like, what are they fleeing from? Oh, hold on, we gotta crack these crates. Panels, panels, panels. Oh my goodness, so many panels. Oh, so many panels. Oh my goodness, that's so many panels. Also, what's in this room? Crate says there's a book. I think I'm actually overstocked on books. We probably do need to expand the general entertainment room. Okay. I'm gonna dismantle this grab hole tile, and I'm just gonna put the other grab field extender right where that was, because I'm not gonna go left or right anymore with what we have available. I'm fairly content with the general design. Okay, so I think at this point it's just a pilfer everything. I don't know how many. The main thing is like the slag chunks. It's just gonna be a lot of having to grab slag. So smelt metal from slag and then just drop. Oh, no. Do any worker and then just drop. Someone else will haul it over. There we go. So we will have far too much steel that we know what to do with. It's gonna be the main issue. But with our giant supply of panels, we can now expand the ship to fairly sizable. Well, make it fairly sizable, honestly. Let's have Ronnie dismantle this tile. And then we're gonna just build another grav field extender now that we have the core available to us. Right, where'd it go? Okay, let's follow the zone. Orders allow all. There's my core. Well, it's either that or I use it to expand or to set up the signal jammer, because we do need the signal jammer to progress to the MSQ. But I think we can probably force another quest to spawn since we've completed this one. I think that's how it works. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Like once you complete. A cloud of orbital. Oh geez. A cloud of orbital debris is hurling towards your position and will impact within seconds. Get your colonists under a roof. That doesn't sound good. Get everyone inside. Oh my goodness. I think it's over. I think that was it. It was very short. Okay. Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to work with that. That was surprisingly quick. Okay, I guess we just grab the rest of the eccentric technology, even though it doesn't really matter at this point. We're still net positive on power. Yeah. The main issue is ripping through all the slag is gonna take forever, and I don't think we're guaranteed plasteel here, so I would probably just be better off leaving here. But who knows? I think I got all the doors. All right, start blasting this thing. Yay, more slag. It's just more slag. It's just slag. It's just so much slag. If you were desperate for metal, this would be perfect, but no, I want plasteel. Okay, so our next best option for plasteel. Okay, Rison's dying. Or those two are dying from what? Okay, because they had a fight. Okay. So what's our best option for plasteel? There's a node here. Lump of plasteel, 5 days. I think we just send a shuttle down there. There's also this one with hostile activity, which we'll probably go to, so let's do this. Let's go to the shuttle. Anything that we can deconstruct here? No, everything to deconstruct will be destroyed. There's no way I could carry that much slag chunks. And it's not really worth grabbing all those slag chunks either. So I think we just leave. I think the hermetic crates don't even give plasteel either. Nothing here gives plasteel. There's just some of the corpses, but I think the corpses are too small. I think it's only centipede corpses that actually give you plasteel, so there's nothing here for us, I think. I think even if we dismantle these crates, I'm gonna double check here with Ronnie, but I think we just leave, quite frankly. Yeah, that actually just doesn't provide anything. Alright, I think I'm okay leaving here. I don't care for the slag. Okay. Let's go back to the surface. Farming Sim 25 announced the next DLC. It's Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz makes farming equipment? I didn't even know they made farming equipment. That's actually the surprising part. I thought that was like all John Deere and the European equivalents of John Deere. Alright, let's fly out. We are done on this section of the map. So I think we will land here with the hostile activity near the plasteel. Just grab it. You know what this ship needs? I should probably put more engines on this thing so we can actually fly further. Alright, problem solved. Next tile. Next tile. You know, I just realized too, all the corpses of our dead friends are still saved into the game, so at any point, I could just revive them if I really wanted to. It's ominous. Alright, where's the hunk of plasteel? Okay, it's not... It's fine. Okay, let's just land, like, here, I guess. We need to kill trees anyways, we need chem fuel, so... 2 birds, 1 stone. Oh, okay, gotcha. I did not know that at all. I'm learning something new. Okay, so let's grab this one. There's a frozen terraformer with a grav core, so the game is giving us more. There's also a crash platform, so the game's like, alright, here's your options if you want another core. It said hostile activity. I ain't seeing no hostiles. Unless they pop out as soon as we step outside, which would also be kind of funny. Okay, so while we're here, let's quickly grab a little bit of water like this. Ah, there's the threat. Oh, he's angry. Okay, he's dead. Okay, now we can dig that out. Okay, so let's quickly kill some trees. We're gonna commit one of the greatest crimes against nature we've ever seen. Okay, and there we go. Tractors were started for the things to interface school when you was a kid. Through farming simulator, you learned the Lamborghini's main income source, in fact, not about tractors. I would not even be surprised by that. I would assume it's because those engines are pretty dang muscular, and they probably are, you know, if you know how to make a car engine, probably know how to translate that to a tractor engine. Not to mention tractors. Everyone needs a tractor. Okay, a lot of farmers need tractors. Not everyone needs a fancy Italian sports car. So the logic makes sense. I just realized we can actually fly... Like, the cooldown with Aurora piloting is so low, we can just keep flying over and over and over again. It's kind of nutty. Oh, wait, hold on. Now that we have this... Oh, let's just grab the steel over here. Now that we can do this... Now we have enough grav-light panels... Which, did I grab all of them, or did I forget some of them back? I think I might have forgotten to grab all of them. Shoot, I think I actually did leave some of them behind. Whatever. Guess we'll do this one. Circle, circle. So, I can't expand to full nut size. But we can expand out... I think this is probably good enough. Let's do that. That's probably fine. I'm probably gonna hate looking at this, but it's fine, because I want to try designing something with around the round bits, because it's not something we really do a lot, and I feel like it'd be kind of interesting design-wise. One of the first Lambo cars with a carbon tractor engine. Oh, interesting. I did not actually know that. Listen, I don't know too much about Lamborghinis. I'm just mostly aware that these things are expensive muscle cars that people spend ridiculous amounts of money on. Money that I personally don't have enough to spend on such frivolous things. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, I think that's fine. We'll roll with it. I'm sure I'll make this work. Has my blood pressure been going? I don't know. I have to check it. I actually switched... I've talked about it before, but I switched to a different medication because the last one I was using made me cough a lot. It was not fun. So I was like, alright, let's try something new. Talked to my doc, and he's like, alright, fair enough. Here you go, fam. And so he got me hooked up. Plastic takes forever to, like, dig up, by the way, and we're immediately burning through all that plasteel on miscellaneous projects, like making more undersuits and making more of this nano weave. Speaking of which, how many undersuits do we have? We have a spare. Okay. How much longer do I have to keep these people with me? 3 more days. That's not too bad. Okay. Who is a combatant that... Okay. So all of our... Okay, so Arani is actually like the last major combatant that had not gotten a undersuit yet. So we will bless Arani with 1 undersuit so Arani can actually go out and fight and save the ship. Okay. Also, I keep forgetting Magmar and Grey One have these like tiny micropods. Okay, we'll grab this plasteel and be gone from here. Who else is good at digging rocks out? We actually have a decent amount already set up. We're not doing plants. You planted one of your rice fields with wheat instead? Well, I guess you're gonna be waiting for your crops to grow. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. Just don't think about it too much. So with this, what I'd also like to do is I'd like to uninstall these turrets, and then I'd like to uninstall this embrasure, because I'm gonna redesign this. This entire area has to get redesigned completely. It's not the way I want it to be. Also, then what's the other bad thing I can get? Vitals monitors, right? But I think... Can you get affected by both a vitals center and a vitals monitor? Probably, right? I don't see why not. I'm actually not sure how that works. That's fine. Let's just expand this out bit by bit. I think we have enough panels. It'll get bigger, chunkier. Okay. And then we'll have to repeat the design on the other side as well. However, I think to make it not look so circular, maybe I actually don't include up through here. What if I actually cut out a line about from here through here? Is that 8x8? Maybe 6x7, maybe like this. I think that would actually be fine. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think about this. Maybe like this is okay. And then we can remove that as well. I think that'll be fine. Because again, we want to make it look nice, but I don't want it to be like, you know, phallic shaped, which is the running joke about this abomination of a ship. So, trying to minimize that. Also, I don't know why these people are always having fights. Why are they mad all the time? Chemical starvation. You're in pain. You need the bathroom. There's one toilet. No one's been using it for some reason. Because we need to put a sewage outlet whenever we land. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. We can also strip this out too, but I think I like having the small, like, platform here. I think it does look kind of nice to have that. We're running dangerous low on food. Oh, we gotta kill more animals. Whoopsies. Let's kill... What's the local wildlife? Doe, deer, rams, and boars. Fantastic. Let's kill all of those. Because that gets us more wheat and leathers and other bits and baubles as well. Wow, our prison's actually empty for once. How rare. Isn't it beautiful we actually have workers? The question is, I don't know if any of these pawns will join us when they leave. I believe the quest says they might. As they're not part of any faction, you can choose to kill, arrest, sell, or harvest them. What if we do an organ harvesting colony? Just go full unhinged. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but I won't lie if the thought hasn't crossed my mind before. There we go, now we're gonna get fat stacks of chem fuel. Why is SBO mad now? SBO is unhappy because body mod are frustrated. Oh, SBO doesn't have any body parts. Alright, well, SBO has a stab scar in the foot. I think the only correct solution because he's also missing a foot, is to just replace his entire leg. So we're just gonna replace SPO's entire leg. I think that's fine. It'll also just make him happy, which I think is what I really care about more. Okay, I think that looks fine. I think aesthetically this is okay. I've already got all the plasteel right. There's 2 more nodes there that we gotta grab. And then we'll grab that and be gone from this accursed realm. Probably grab the steel while we're at it. Okay. So I'm trying to think how I want to actually do this. So at the very least, we need turrets. That's true too. That is a very accurate point. Okay, so at the very least, we would need... Could I do 2 like this? Then I can have like autoloaders. And then embrasures. Because this way, these 2 can fire in this general arc, and this one can fire in this general direction, so that might not be bad. How many turrets would I realistically need to fight off anything? The other choice is we set up the... Oh! I didn't think about this. What about shield projectors? We probably want these, don't we? Completely forgot about putting a shield projector on the ship. The 3x3, if I put one in the middle, it's enough. There's no room to put it. I think I'd have to get rid of Greywin's bedroom. Think I have to. I can't fit it here. The only spot to put it is up here. I want to make it symmetrical. So I think I do need to get rid of Greywin's bedroom at some point and probably just put it somewhere in the center. We do need a decent chunk of space for it, right? Because it's gonna be... Because you'd also need the shield generators themselves and the capacitors. Not to mention the shield heatsink. So my guess is I'd probably get rid of this entire section, and I should be able to fit... Oh, jeez, this thing is actually kind of... Oh, this thing is actually kind of massive. Huh. Okay, so I think the way to retrofit a shield generator is this entire section has to be torn up. We'd have to shove these utilities somewhere else, get rid of these hydroponics, and then we move Magmar and Greywin to some other proper bedroom, and then we can, you know, set up the those aspects. I think that's the only way to do it. In fact, that's probably what I will do. I probably just have another bed in here. What if I put like a double bed? We don't have any pawns that are double, that require 2 beds, so that's probably fine. And now we have this giant fat platform. Okay. So first of all, these have to be shoved back. Like, for now, let's leave it like this. I think that'll be fine. And then, how am I gonna design the rest of this? So we ended up with a decent hallway. I could repurpose the prison into a bedroom. I think I want to keep the hallway. I think I definitely want to keep this hallway here. And then we can either set up additional berths somewhere here. I think that might actually not be a bad idea. We could probably set up like an additional berthing area. Or we move the prison around, if we could rearrange the prison, but we can't because this thing's in the way, so we could make that a 3x3 bedroom. I'm kind of at a loss on how I'm going to design this. Let me think. I like designing things, but man, I'm not very good at it. So what if we follow along the curve? Okay, I have an idea. What if we actually do this? What if we follow like a circle? Like maybe just that curve. And then we get, obviously not this one, and not this one. think that might actually be okay. That might actually be okay design. I'm trying to think like how much space I need for the outer platform. Because the outer platform is going to be primarily weapons. Which we need more plasteel, which is another big issue. We should probably fly out and find more. Let's use the planning tool. I know this thing exists for a reason. Okay, so here's my thinking. If we extend out like this, so you'll obviously need this access by, you know, probably through a bedroom or some kind of temporary arrangement. If we set it up like this as a room, could probably turn it into a bedroom. And then obviously you'd have like an exit point here. And then this would just be a giant weapons platform to protect the ship. And then we could probably extend out by having another room set up maybe down here. And then we'd have to expand, maybe we'd have to like cut it out like here. I think that might be okay. I think that's actually not the worst thing I've ever come up with. I think it's functional. Because I still want to keep the prison for sure. So I think what we can do is, okay, we'll do so. Let's move this here, deconstruct this one, and then I can put a door, I'd say hereabouts. We'll put a door here. And we'll put a door probably just across from it. Let's start building the rest of the grav ship hull. Let's just actually flesh it out. See what it looks like, right? Okay. Probably get rid of this door, replace it over here, because I know there's another vac seal over there, so I want to make sure that the airlocks are functioning correctly. Okay. I mean, it looks kind of bad. I think it's functional. Because that leaves a lot of space for weapons. Basically, I want to have so many weapons that nothing could ever come over here and attack us. They will all explode into a million pieces if they try. That's why I have been so particular about it. Let's also do this ceremony real quick. Sometimes we get free pawns out of this, and I'd like to gamble on that. Although, again, the food is becoming a problem. We gotta kill more animals. Oh, you know, I think we don't actually have a dedicated hunter anymore. Alright, Krusty's whole job is to hunt animals, as is no, not Garm. Not Magmar. I guess Greywind's whole job is to hunt animals now. Uchu Senkan Yamato. I don't know what that's probably referencing something that I do know that I'm just memory blanking on right now. Terrible celebration. Everyone gets a -3. Great. I gotta love how ceremonies are just random chance to just completely fail and you have nothing to do to make it any better. Once you 100%, that's just like, alright. Chance to fail. Can't do anything about it. Good luck, nerd. Gotta love those mechanics. I hate that so much. Okay, so the other thing too is I'm gonna relocate these metal skips outside for the time being. Okay, so I do know it. I was just blanking out for some reason. So 71, we could probably expand the... Probably. I probably am conflating it. There we go. Yeah, no, I know it shows both. Trust me, I pay attention to it and how, you know, expected quality is not guaranteed. I know the success chance is different. It depends on the quality. Still, I can dream that maybe the terrible chance is very low, but it's always high. Okay, so we can move those skips, we can get more space, and then I think that should be fine, because someone should be hunting animals, because the Graven's killing animals. Our guest will be leaving soon. And then once that's done, I think we'll get ready. We probably can finish this colony next week, like legitimately. The mech hive, I don't know how strong whatever's on there is gonna be. We probably want to get some fancier charge weapons, so try to get more plasteel, but I think this run can end soon. I feel like we don't have to continue the run forever. Let's go sell these jade statues because we made a lot of them. Alright, set to load. Send in Garm and the Opposer, and then we'll send them in with obviously all the codes we don't need. Keep the vac suits, please. Get rid of all the blue first stuff. Bring the silver. And where's my statues? Here we go. So sculptures aren't really worth much, but I guess we'll see. I'd also like to get rid of the furs. And I think that's all I'm trying to purge. The ironwood would be nice, but I don't think anyone's gonna want to buy that. Alright, that's fine. And then, where is SPO? So SPO, we're gonna give you a brand new foot. Not just the whole foot, we're gonna give you the whole leg. Alright, get in bed. Where's Alana? Equipped reconnaissance part. So we have the undersuits. We're using the aerial undersuits because those are the combat suits. So we're just giving everyone those. And then cataphract armor, no. We're just using marine armor and other just simple armors that we've kind of looted off of the dead. And we ran the marine armor through a washing machine so that they're nice and pristine and clean. There we go. Look at how quickly this is looking. There we go. That looks okay, actually. I don't mind the large outer walkway. I think that's actually kind of fine. Kind of gives it a nice little vibe. Yeah. Okay, is this ready to go? Not yet, okay. Yeah, Errol is the... well, you know. Okay, so where are we? So we can go to Post Town. Let's go to Post Town. Alright. We're going on a tour. We're going on a tour to see if we can grab any things that we need. Alright, they do have plasteel, fantastic. In exchange, here's my furs and my masks and my clothes and my statues. Wow, I had to sell everything to get just 200 plasteel. Okay. Oh, this plasteel cost is getting ridiculous. Let's see here. There is a plasteel pile. In 30 days if we don't. This one's 20. Where is this located? Okay, so we might have to go to that one. There's a couple. There's one here that ends in 2.7 days. We'll probably go to that one in a hot second. Once we kill the local wildlife. Let's get these guys back here. Alright, land here. But unfortunately, no, there's not a lot of just generic plasteel mining sites. We've been kind of trying to trade for plasteel, which has generally worked out in our favor. But I think the cost of getting plasteel is getting a little higher and higher as we've been adventuring, so we do need to worry. It's not like I can even make tea because all the tea gets sold out near instantly. Our colonists are very tea hungry. You know what I mean? They love their tea. We're not quite British, but we are close enough. Can we just go over to that pile? Yeah, I think we just go over there. Okay. Actually, let's just run through our plasteel. So these only need components. Oh, they do need plasteel. 12 plasteel a bed? Ooh, that's rough. Okay, so I could fit a couple beds in here. 1, 2, or I could send them here. 1, 2, 3. It's a little cramped in there, but I could fit 5 people in a way that I think I'm okay with. Not the most aesthetically pleasing, which is kind of annoying. I'm trying to keep the aesthetics of the ship nice, you know? I need more plasteel, but I think that's fine. Did SPO get that leg yet? SPO is so happy that he's got a leg. Cool. Who else is... Okay, everyone should be okay. Also, I don't know why we keep making these out of wood and not steel. At this point, I'm too scared to ask. I'm not gonna ask anymore. I think we just leave. I think I got everything. There's not much else on this map. Yeah, let's just go to the other node. Alright, so let's go everyone to the ship. And get ready to leave. Save the game. And fly on over. Alright. So... I think we just go over to... I guess if we go here, it moves us closer to the ice one, which I think is okay. That's fine. They're gonna dislike us a little bit, but it's a minor issue. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of how much progress I've made in the last couple days, now that I've been trading for plasteel, and then traveling for plasteel and all sorts of others. Just doing everything I can to get what we need. And I think I've gotten pretty good so far with the vanilla combat dealing with the mechanoids, and that's just called EMP grenade spam. Oh gosh, there's a lot of animals here. Where's this plasteel? Oh, there's a decent chunk there. Okay. It's not super good. We're also in a desert, which is never fun. And I think we may have picked up an unexpected guest. That's a great wolf. That's a big chunky guy. Alright, let's grab that. Let's see what else, what other plasteel nodes are on the map. I don't think there's any other ones that have triggered. There's none in space either. A lot of asteroids, but what are you gonna do? I have been lied to by those asteroids. There's never anything on them. Don't fall for its lies. It's not worth it. Okay, so we have that bedroom wing completed. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one yet. So that's fine. It does need the rest of its stuff set up, so we will need lights. So at least 1, 2, probably put a third one here, figure out what we're gonna put in that corner over there, and that should be okay. And then I know Bash is getting a new vac suit. We need to kill more animals. What's on the map? Kill everything. Everything is food. Honestly, yeah, once we get one more... Okay, let me think. Do we need charge weapons to fight the mechanoids? We've been okay so far without it. If we just bait things into the turret, it might be fine. So maybe next Monday... Maybe next Monday we could actually finish this run. My thinking is we can grab the core that's sitting in here, expand the ship a little bit more. We can slap down a few more engines now that we have space for it. Probably. And we can fit like 6 of these things here. What's happening? Space already occupied. Oh, okay. And then yeah, I think after that we can just go forth and defeat the mech hive and call it a day. And then we can start a new colony the week after. The question is, what ending am I gonna go for? Because I know there's multiple endings. I know there's like, you either embrace it or you reject it. So the question is, which one am I gonna do? So, yeah, that's not in the right spot. This would go right here for the first one. And then we'll need to put a turret right around... one out, so it's not even in the right spot. Okay. We're gonna mirror this onto this, just so that it's aesthetically complete. Right, I want it to be aesthetically complete. Especially because we're making it out of uranium, and I probably need to start digging out more uranium. I didn't realize how much uranium we've been using. Actually, no uranium on the map. Interesting. Map is kind of just... I mean, it's a desert. Kind of sucks. I think the next colony, though, will go back to being a stationary colony until we get grav cores, and we'll have like a mobile scouting ship for missions, right? Instead of having... Oh, wait. Oh, that's what was going on. I was like, why are pawns not doing anything? I forgot they were all set to stay inside. Go do your work. There we go. Now we're expanding, so Raid can handle that. That's being built. We can get steel floors. There we go. I'm glad there's no weight limit for these things, otherwise we'd be stuck here. Perfect. You can kind of tell the design of the ship has just kind of gone downhill ever since... Like, once I've had to start building around the shape of a circle. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's the reality. I can tell when it looks bad, and it definitely looks pretty bad. I'm gonna have you dismantle this now. Dismantle this turret. And this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So I get those parts back. There we go. So now I can at least put one... Oh, boy. Did I misangle that? No, I did not. Okay. So then... Okay, I see what's happening. So then I can build copies here. 1, 2... Just the 2 of those. Add the remote turret controller. 1, 2, and then we add the auto loaders. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So it does need to expand out. By about 2 tiles. 3 tiles. So this one gets the hull, and then the rest get the embrasure. Like this. 1, 2, 3. Cover. Make it really thick. Okay. So, the front of the ship is basically a giant tank. We can handle basically any assault that comes from this quadrant or this quadrant, I believe. Now, the front is exposed, but there's at least 1 turret on each side, but I think that's fine. I think the AI is not going to punch through the tip of the ship. They're going to go around where the entrances are. So that, I think, is safe. So that's planned out. We just need to build the rest of it out and all the plasteel that's involved with that, which is very expensive. Thankfully, they're digging out the plasteel. Should have someone on this, right? Okay. Oh my goodness, I am... Oh. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. Let's go back to this real quick. But yeah, I think we can finish this next week. I think we'll probably finish this on Tuesday instead of Monday. So we'll do a double RimWorld and just be done with the colony. Another plasteel lump has been found. Okay, well, we'll send someone over there. Hostile activity detected, which means there's usually 1 person chilling there, ready to attack us for even daring to go grab plasteel from them. Okay. So I don't know if I want to make the charge weapons. I would like to make the charge weapons. The problem is that they're just really expensive and it might not be worth it. Because look at it. 70 plasteel plus the large components plus the density hex cells. That's, at the very least, you're looking down the barrel of at least... What is that? Probably almost 100 plasteel? Also, the refugees are leaving. We've completed their quest. They are happy. They won't forget what we've done because we took care of them for 8 days. Good. I hope they don't forget, considering how much resources I have to put into keeping them alive. You need new arm and leg? What's wrong with your body? Your body modder? You don't. I mean... I'm okay swapping the leg. The leg, at the very least, is probably fine. Why are you weakened? Yeah, probably the leg is okay to swap. We don't have the plasteel. Well, we have plasteel, I guess, but I have to wait out a little bit. Once this is built. Get another, take 15 days to return to destination. Get a, I don't need a second pilot's persona subcore. Need plasteel. That's true. It's not lowering it that much, though, is it? You're 97%, you'll be fine. We'll replace it once we get more plasteel. I want to focus on getting the ship defenses up and running first. Once the ship defenses are in a better position, then I can afford to do that. My priority was to get people with like significant injuries or mental breaks. Great Wolf is hunting a Ronnie. That's not a good sign. What's happening here? Why are we countering? Fight the wolf! You have weapons, kill it! Oh my goodness, these pawns, I swear to God, they're like, oh, there's a wolf, what are we gonna do? We can't fight it. Listen, you all have guns. Commit the crime, just end it. Alright, what's this? Ronnie needs medical treatment from the bite. It'll be fine, it's a bruise. God, we're running out of food. Kill more, chop more animals down. Alright. So this actually improves his social skill, which I did not realize. Inspirational. Which doesn't actually give any plus, unfortunately. I think we will leave this tile after this plastic. Okay, what is happening to me? I would hope it's not a Yorkie. Okay. I am getting hit with an insane wave of lethargy. I don't think I can keep streaming right now. I feel like I'm ready to pass out. Go say hi to AKL, who's playing the funny French fantasy game, French Fantasy 33. I'm sorry that I can't stay awake any longer. I can't make it to the end of the stream. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm gonna pass out for some reason, so I'm just gonna leave you with them. We'll finish this colony next week. I think Tuesday will probably be the finale. Monday we'll prep for the finale, and Tuesday is gonna be the actual end. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed, comrades. Whether you're watching on YouTube or watching on Twitch, thank you for joining me on this magical adventure. We're getting to the end of the colony, and we'll start a brand new adventure in 2 weeks' time. Alright. Good night, everyone. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm like on the verge of collapsing. Bye.